sky. New perspective gained from all the pain and stress. And when I do come back, I'm stronger than ever before. So kneel down, disturbing the peace. Look into my eyes. Then tell me the things you've learned about behind my back. Definitely, our heart is hard to break down. It's the level I'm already is going down.
Alright. Hey Francisco, how you doing?
What do you think I am? So you better be careful.
Storm back world, there's bad things. Please forget the play, yeah, there's bad girl. Go away, girl, in my world. There's got the play now. Go around, whatever does the fighting life.
Oh, why does it show up on my... Why does... It open up on my second monitor? Not playing Resident Evil? What? Oh, that game got me stressed. Bro, those... I only played for 2 hours, felt like I played for 6 hours, no joke. It felt like I made so much progress while playing it, and then looking back, I was like, fuck, I did nothing. I absolutely did nothing except jerking off in the corner for the entire 2 hours in that game. I think I just suck. Honestly. Let me see, hold on, I have to... Hopefully my PC doesn't want to do that. The ghost device disconnect, reconnect string of stuff over and over again today. Legally required to play it now? Bro. Well, I know like the... Well, I know I'm getting close to like the Mr... What's that guy's name? It's like some bald guy, right? Like I think I'm getting close to that guy. I know you guys want me to see him. I think he's in this game. I actually don't know if he's in this game. His name was like Mr. X? Bald guy looks like Kingpin? Something like that. How's things going? Pretty good, pretty good. I need to wake up earlier. That's what I have to do. I've been waking up later and later. I was deciding, I was like, fuck, do I want to stream today? I was this close to not streaming today and just watching someone play Subnautica 2. But I was like, fuck it. I think I'll just watch a VOD of someone playing Subnautica. Cause I don't even know what the hell Subnautica is. So I don't know if it's a game I'd like to play or not. But he was already, or at least I was watching Shroud. He was already like 2 hours into his stream. And then like I kind of want to see what the beginning's like. So I was like, you know what? I'll just watch the beginning of his VOD when I get back from work tonight. Subnautica 2 is out? Yeah, it came out today. Everyone on Twitch is playing Subnautica 2. Let me see. I'll open up the Twitch directory. Boom, 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 boom. And then also, it's popping the fuck off on Steam. 440k players currently playing. That's a record. That's gotta be like number 12? Oh wait, no, hold on, I'm a bit off. It's number 29 on the highest peak ever. Subnautica's Minecraft, but wet. Yeah, I saw that on the tag. It says like horror or something. Is it a scary game? I think it says horror, but like, is it just like Minecraft horror where there's just a creeper that might spawn behind you, or is it like scary? I mean, I don't know. I mean, to me, it looked alright. Scratching yourself against the wall. You're making so much noise. It's scary if you're afraid of the deep ocean? Am I afraid of the deep ocean? Probably. Because I don't know how to swim. But obviously, you know how to swim in this game, so like, I don't know. I mean, it's co-op, so maybe I'll play... I'll ask if Blue's interested in playing. Well, you know what? She probably won't be able to play this week, because I think she's moving back home. Because I think it's like finals week for her. I'll see if she's interested. Will likely give you a fear of that if you don't already. Maybe. Yeah, maybe I'll watch... But if I watch too much, then I won't want to play it anymore. I'll probably just watch enough of Shroud playing to see if it's scary. Because if it's scary... So where the fuck is even Shroud? Did he stop? Then, like, I don't know. I mean, he's chilling. I've been watching him for the past, like, 20 minutes. They've just been building his base. So, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it's only early access. It's not out, it's just early access. And then from what I saw, like, a review from IGN, there's not much stuff out. Oh, wait, here we go. I got it right here. I mean, but it's IGN, so, you know. But, Shallow Tides to Subnautica 2 early access debut. So there's not that much content into it. But they liked whatever small stuff was in it. Oh, huh? Thalassophobia? That's a word? But, yeah. But maybe I'll try it out. I don't know. I have to see, like, how much of the scary is it? Because if it's a little scary, then it's like, whatever the fuck, I can just go in. Like, if it's just a creeper spawning behind you, then it is what it is, right? But it's like fucking like Resident Evil, and like, I don't want to be stressed out, man. Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm not really sure what to say. Iris, we only have 20 minutes. There are two things which I need to ask you before we reconvene. Hold on, what the hell happened? I forgot. So we established that the Shichishito is not the murder weapon, and they want to use it, or this is part of the motive, but we're not sure what the motive is. Thalassohodia? Hold on, I can just search this up. It was like fear of deep ocean? Fear of deep ocean phobia, or deep water phobia. Thalassophobia, from ancient Greek thalassa, meaning sea, and phobos, meaning fear, is a persistent and intense fear of deep bodies of water such as ocean, seas, and lakes. I don't know if I have a phobia, honestly. But yeah, you might be right. Like, after playing Subnautica, if I do play Subnautica 2, then I might fear the deep ocean after that. But I mean, I've played like a couple of games where, well, I mean, they're not really like scary games. They don't really show the deep ocean like that. Well, there's always been like those, not really mini games, but like mini story arcs where you gotta go deep into the ocean. You don't play Subnautica if you have that. There are some scary guys in there. Well, yeah, it's like those fat eel fucks and whatever. And then, I don't know, I guess like I've played a few sci-fi games. I don't know what he's barking at. Where like, you had to go deep into the ocean. Yeah, like Mass Effect 3. You had to go deep into the ocean to find some big fat fucker. And he kind of fucks you. And then you get out of the ocean, and then he comes out of the ocean too and starts fucking. But, I don't know. Dang it, Thunderbrand? Yeah. But yeah, so... Yeah, so this sword was not the murder weapon. Oh yeah, and then on the autopsy, it was stated that she got stabbed in the back, then she was thrown out something where she fell. Probably from her room, because her room was just outside the statue. She died, and then she fell. But people... At first we thought she was thrown. And then when Bikini saw Iris stabbing Elise, she thought she was the one that did it, but it's like, no. Well, actually, it couldn't be Iris that did the killing, because she was already dead by the time she fell onto the floor. That's quite a stab wound, yeah. And then also, like, something. Bikini saw Iris with the Shichishito. I don't have a photo of it. But she stabbed Elise in front of her. And then it went, like, the entire way. Like, a clean stab all the way through the hilt. Like, through the body. And then cleanly out. But, like, obviously it's like, well, what the fuck? Have you seen the Shichishito? There's no way a frail girl like her could do all that, and then just like the way, like the shape of the sword is, there's no way you could cleanly pull that out, especially with all the jagged edges, and there's only blood on the tip. So it wasn't like what she saw where it went shoom all the way through. So it was just, yeah, that was pretty much the first day. It was pretty much just establishing Bikini's testimony of seeing Iris absolutely decimate Elise. Kind of not true. And the Shichishito is not the murder weapon. And so we have to figure out what the actual murder weapon is. That's basically where we're at right now. And so we're getting Larry Butts into the stand because he was near the bridge when it was burning. I believe. No. Because he might have saw... Because we're saying the murder was probably the one that drove the snowmobile because the timeline kinda matches. And he was near the bridge, so he might know who took the snowmobile. I'm guessing Sanji's also scared to play grounded because of insects. At least for grounded, I think it's... wouldn't say it's just the insects. I think it's because, like, I don't know. I think it was... I didn't feel like this was... When was the last time I played? Like a year ago? I think I just felt like I wasn't progressing fast enough. It felt like I was always stagnant the entire time. I think that's what it was. Especially for, like, a survival game like that, where it was, like, there was a lot of, like, skill tree progression. There's a lot of, like, stuff to get, but I feel like I wasn't getting them at a consistent rate, if that makes sense. But I think that's what it was. It wasn't so much the insects. I mean, it was pretty scary. I think that spider chasing you down, but I mean, that's kind of equivalent to like a creeper chasing you down in Minecraft. That's like whatever. But I think it was more about the progression. I was kind of like, eh. And the theming too. Or like, I mean, I didn't like the theme, but it didn't feel like nostalgic to me because I didn't really watch the movie. I skipped the last couple cases. Has the Among Us theory come true yet? No, there hasn't been any events yet, unfortunately. They've all been like outdoors, I think. I'm so sad. Hopefully, like, one of, like, the other cases, like, I guess it would be after this game. There'd be some ventilation action. There are two things which I need to ask you before we reconvene. Alright, I'll help you any way I can. First, about that night, you really didn't go to the inner temple, correct? The last witness claims to have met and talked with you in the training hall. Either you or Sister Bikini is lying. Mr. Edgeworth, it is just as I said yesterday. Until the incident occurred, I was in my own room, in the Hazekura temple. Very well. The second thing then. That night, the temple snowmobile was used in between the time Sister Bikini returned to the main hall when she bore witness to the murder. Sometime between 10:30 and 11 PM that night. Were you the one who used the snowmobile? There is only one key for the snowmobile. The only person who could have used it was me. So, you use it. NT Max City stamina level cap? Well, I mean, I'm at 500. I'd assume it's like 750. Maybe, if you upgrade the Tycoon. That means you just gotta keep playing the series. I got you locked? Yeah. I'm gonna keep playing until there's some sort of ventilation, even if it takes 20 years. Bikini's such a dumb name? Yeah, especially since it's some old fuck, too. Like, what the hell? So, it was you. But why? What made you go out to Dusky Bridge? Oh, so she did leave her room. I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. Really? Wow, so she did leave. Iris, I can't tell you about that yet. Yet? Not until her safety is confirmed. Wait, who's her? The safety of the Acolyte. Maya? The Acolyte, huh? She must be talking about Maya. Huh. Huh. It'll take 20 years for the next main series game. It doesn't take that long. I just finished this case, the best in the trilogy by far, actually. It's probably gonna be a long case, huh? I'm only on, like, what, day 2 of the trial? Oh, this is day 1 of the trial. Iris, look at me in the eye and tell me the truth. Did you kill Elise Deixnim? No matter who or what may come, I could never take a life. Yeah, right. You've done it before. As I thought, no psycho locks. Very well. It is my job to get to the truth. You'll discover this for yourself soon enough. Court will now reconvene. Miss Von Karma, where is the witness? During the break, a man was detained for suspicious behavior in the gallery. Suspicious behavior? He was sketching something very intensely. Dare I ask what the witness was sketching when he was detained? He drew a terrifying woman, armed with a demonic face and a vicious whip. I can only presume that... Anyway, it's time to drag this pathetic excuse for an artist before the court. Laurice Deixnim, I hope you're ready. Get in here. It would seem that whip is going to see plenty more use today. Oh yeah, dude, Larry's about to get abused. Ouch! Your sketch is in contempt of this court. Hey, I was just artistically... Ouch! You tried to run away from the bailiff who was trying to hand you your subpoena, correct? Look, I'm nothing but a fledgling artist training out in the mountains. I'm only down here in the city because I ran out of green paint. Well, to use the technical term for the color, viridian. Larry, this isn't an art show, now is it? I know, I graduated junior high, okay? Look, art is all about working in the fields, isn't it? Working in the fields? I presume he wanted to say field work. I hope. That's it. Thanks, buddy. It's kind of sad that I was able to understand his mangled train wreck of a sentence. I just happened to stop in here and found a wonderful new model. Model? Oh, shit. Don't tell me he's in love with Francisca now. This case is very good since it works with my logic, while some work on their logic turn about Big Top. Which one was that? I don't even know what this case is called. I expect all of your faces to be red when you realize this mistake. Right red. Or, use the technical term, Crimson Lake. The circus? Oh, dude, that circus one... It was alright. I didn't think it was that bad. But it definitely wasn't, like, top tier. I think it was kind of just... It was just decent. I liked, how it ended, though. But I agree. I think I just didn't like the investigation. They were way too long. Stop your pathetic blabbling and testify like a man. Refrain from whipping me, Miss Von Karma. Cross-whipping is as bad as cross-checking. Witness, that was all your fault. Testify now. This is too much for me. First time he's getting the Francisco special? I think so. I mean, she doesn't recognize him as Larry. I was at the lodge out in the mountains looking up at the stars that night. I walked to the bridge a number of times, but I didn't see a snowmobile. I didn't see anyone at the bridge that night either. That girl I was waiting for didn't show up. My teacher died on me. I'm all alone now, aren't I, Edgy? That's part of his testimony. He has no logic, so many plot holes. Mo just goes on and on for too long. Yeah, especially like, I think on the first trial day, like after that long investigation, I was like, dude, I don't know what the fuck is happening with this case. I mean, it slowly built onto itself, but like, yeah. I do agree. Like, there was a few problems with that case. This is the bridge to the turnabout. Okay. I'm just a nobody, nothing but a small, worthless man, aren't I? And why wasn't I asked for my name and occupation or anything? Mr. Edgeworth, this man seems to have a severe... Hold on, let me check on my dog. Alright, well, he's gonna be barking for a bit. Because he's jealous about something. Opinions on Godot, he's a cool guy. I like his coffee addiction. Mr. Edgeworth, this man seems to have quite a severe inferiority complex. He's recently been the cause of numerous incidents. I think he's finally realized for himself just how much of a nuisance he's been to other people. Yeah, that's right, I'm behind everything, every case. Watch out, okay? Just touch me will make you eternally unhappy. Well then, let us proceed with the cross-examination. With no touching, thank you. We can delve into other details at a later time. When I saw, alright. So he didn't see a snowmobile, huh? Allegedly. I was at that lodge out in the mountains looking up at the stars that night.
Hold it!
Whatever is the matter, Mr. Edgeworth? This one single statement is full of contradictions. For a moment there, I thought I was going to collapse. So, witness, any idea as to where those contradictions in your testimony lie? Depending on your answer, I may stay my whip. Okay, give me a minute. Well, it was snowing that night, so I couldn't possibly have seen the stars. Yeah, true. That rundown shack is hardly a lodge, is it? And even if the stars could be seen, it isn't like I was there to look at them, right? See? You can do it if you try. Ouch! There's only one issue here. What you saw at Dusky Bridge. Who's your favorite character? Mine is Edgeworth or Gumshoe. Yeah, my favorite's Edgeworth as well. He's a cool guy. I'm pretty happy whenever I see Edgeworth. Or, like, he's either, like, yeah, basically the opponent. And my favorite, I like the cases, too, where it's, like, where I'm playing as Phoenix, right? And then me and Edgeworth, we basically double team on, like, the witness, basically. I think those cases were cool. I walked to the bridge a number of times, but...
Hold it!
A number of times. How many? Maybe 5 times? I went once every 20 minutes. Which means you spent almost 2 hours at Heavenly Hall that night. You bet! Real love is about waiting with your heart in your hands. Love, you say. It was this man's intention to summon the defendant to the small shack. Using this blackmail letter. Blackmail? No, that was simply a product. Ah! You huffy-puffy, loosey-goosey excuse for a whimpering, whining wuss of a witness. So, what did you see? I hope for your sake you saw a snowmobile. You huffy-puffy, loosey-goosey excuse for a whimpering, whining wuss of a witness. Huh. Well, you see, being called those names doesn't seem to bother him at all. I didn't see a snowmobile. Oh. The one with Shelly the Killer, Matt Onguard, was peak fiction. Yeah, I agree. That is the best case in the series. By far. That is number 1 for me. Holy, yeah, that shit had layers. That was my favorite. And then... I think my second favorite was the Samurai one from the first game. Like, if I had to go number 1, it was that Shelly the Killer. Wait, no. That's not my favorite. My favorite is, fuck. The thief guy? The Mas de Mosque. That one was the best one. And then it's Shelly the Killer, and then the Samurai, and then the Emma Sky one. I think that's my top 4. I didn't see a snowmobile.
Hold it!
Larry, you really didn't see it. Hey, no need to hit your desk, I can hear you. I didn't see it, I didn't see a snowmobile. Larry, say snowmobile for me, please. Snowmobile. Wait, what? If you truly have nothing to hide... Oh, why is he, like, stuttering? Then why are you stammering like you just flew over a cuckoo's nest? Shut up! What is this? I don't know, don't ask me! It seems I will need to start from a more obvious contradiction. I'm going to strike the blow that will finally get him to spill the beans. Huh. I didn't see anyone at the bridge that night either.
Hold it!
You didn't meet anyone. That's right, because I've got nothing to do with this, and I'm just here to buy some Viridian paint, okay? Come on, I expect to see those Crimson Lake faces now. It would appear that simply pressing him isn't going to be enough, Mr. Edgeworth. Indeed, it seems that he's going to claim to have nothing to do with this in the end. I don't want this guy to cost us any more time. I need to slice those obvious contradictions and keep things moving along. Let me see. My favorite is this. Farewell Turnabout is my favorite, and then Rise from Ashes. Yeah, that's the Emma Sky one, I think. I gotta go bye. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you for stopping by for a bit. I was at. Oh yeah. What? This is snowmobile. What do I have? I should have something where he should see. Well, I mean, it should be just a blackmail letter itself. 10. He's been waiting around for a bit. Well, he should see the bridge on fire, right?
Hold it!
5 times every 20 minutes. Starting from 10 o'clock, I'm assuming, right? So 10, 10:20, 10:40, 11, 11:20. So he should see the bridge on fire at least. I'd assume each, yeah, from like starting at 10. Hey, Cosmic, yeah, Cosmic Angel and Daisy, how you doing? So this has to be it. We use the blackmail on... Maybe not this. Probably not this. I didn't see anyone at the bridge either. Wait, you should have. He should have seen Phoenix, right? So, if the blackmail doesn't work... No, I would present Phoenix, right? Probably. I'll be like, so you didn't see this fucker?
Objection!
Larry Butts, I can understand why you might want to throw your old life away. You're pretty pathetic, and you cause all sorts of trouble. I'm sorry, but having realized just how much of a nuisance you have been, that could be considered a step in the right direction. Edgy, are you trying to console me? It certainly doesn't sound that way to me. However, I cannot forgive you for simply turning away from the incidents you create. You're totally pinning this on me. Now then, let us talk about the night of the murder. Sister Bikini, after seeing the murder take place, asked Phoenix Wright to report it. Thus, he headed for the public phone by the bridge. There, he happened across a certain nefarious individual. You, Larry Butts. That's right, me in the flesh. Listen carefully, witness. It doesn't matter if you change your name. So long as you remain pretty pathetic, you will continue to cause these incidents. That reality will not change. But, what do you want me to do then? Larry, what do you need to change is your inner self. But for now, what you saw that night, testifying truthfully about this one issue, is all I need from you. Edgy, I think I finally woken up. Well, I guess I could still be sleeping. But anyway, I'll do it. I'll testify. Well, I'm not sure this will go especially well. I'll ask again then, witness. What did you see on the night of the murder? What I saw, part 2. I went to the shack at around 9 o'clock, so it would have been about 9:30 p.m. I was lying under my bedding when a white flash almost blinded me. That would be the lightning. I looked out the window and Dusky Bridge was on fire. There was still some thunder, but I went right away to check it out. That's when I ran into Nick. Wait, so he was basically like half asleep? Waiting for Iris? That doesn't sound right. You certainly saw quite a lot, didn't you? So, what happened to the bridge after it caught on fire? It was like me after a 3-day stint chasing a girl. It totally burnt out, like almost totally gone. I mean, trying to cross the burning remains was... The way he said that was kind of weird. Cross the burning remains was what caused Nick to fall. What did you say? Oh, don't worry. It's nothing life-threatening. He just caught a cold. I never know with that man if he should be called lucky or unlucky. Now, Mr. Edgeworth, please commence your cross-examination. I went to the shack around 9, so it would have been 9:30. The light... No, that can't be right. The lightning struck at 10:45. But to be fair, this is only an eyewitness report. Well, but they word as an official. I don't know. I thought this was like an unofficial report. Press. Are you sure it was 10:30? What did you do out there in the cold for an hour and a half? Well, if you really must know, I was busy being excited, I guess. Excited? Dare I even ask? I set the meeting time at 10 p.m., right? But I couldn't wait, and I thought she might come early too. Well, it appears she didn't come at all in the end. Because they never arranged to meet in the first place, did they? Shut up, don't go picking my fond memories apart. Anyway, I was getting a little worried. I thought maybe Iris had lost her way, so every 20 minutes or so I went out to the bridge, but I didn't see anything particularly suspicious. I didn't have anything else to do, so I went back to the shack to wait for her. I was lying under my bedding when a white flash almost blinded me.
Hold it!
This light was, of course, lightning. Like, kapow! Like a slap from Naomi, honestly, a big bada boom. Ah! Or a little like that. That's more like a punch from Miranda. Witness, did you actually see the lightning hit the bridge? Well, I was a bit startled by the flash of light, so... I looked out the window and Dusky Bridge was on fire.
Hold it!
Seeing that, what did you do? What do you think? I was burning up as well from the fire in my heart. And that's why you went to take a look at the bridge. Well, to be honest, it was freezing cold, so at first I thought, forget it, I'm not leaving my covers. But it had pretty much stopped snowing, so I don't know, I changed my mind. Yeah, it definitely was not 10:30, he's lying about it being at 10:30. Which means... he was there for much longer than an hour and a half. He was probably there the entire night. I'm not sure I care for the forget it attitude you had at first witness. And there was still some thunder, but I went to check it out right away. I thought it was just one single strike. Oh, occasional lightning strikes, I lied.
Hold it!
You said right away, but exactly how long after the strike was that? The lightning fell, and then the bridge caught on fire, maybe around 5 minutes? I mean, I suddenly thought, gotta go check this out. How far is this small shack you were in from the bridge? Hold on, well, it had pretty much stopped snowing. I guess about a 5-minute walk. Okay. And how did Dusky Bridge look when you got there? Like I had recovered a piece of my childhood. I mean, not even the bonfires kids make during school camping trips can compare. Okay, so it was just shit was happening. Well, should I press him a little more? Yeah. Why did you call anyone? Larry, let me ask you one thing. What is it, Edgy? What's with the serious face? Why didn't you call anyone? Huh? What do you mean? Normally, when faced with a towering inferno, one would try to tell someone. There is a public phone right by Dusky Bridge, correct? Well, of course I thought of doing that. So then, let's hear why you didn't. Oh, yeah, okay, my reason. It isn't that I didn't try to tell anyone, I just didn't have time to, okay? I arrived at the bridge, and Nick showed up, less than a minute later. Alright.
Hold it!
Hey, Dogga, how you doing? You claim to have arrived at the bridge at the same time as Wright. Yeah. I thought I'd better tell someone about this, but then Nick came up yelling about murder. It totally made me forget about the bridge. The fire was pretty much out by then anyway. What's this? Wait. I read it, but I wasn't paying attention. It was after contacting the police that Phoenix Wright fell from the bridge, correct? Yeah, that's pretty much it, more or less. He told me about the burning bridge yesterday, but there's still something that doesn't quite right. It looks like, despite the change, he isn't telling us the whole truth. Wait, hold on, let me read that again. I read it, but I was completely, like, mentally AFK.
Hold it!
He claimed to have arrived at the same bridge as Wright, which would be at around, what, like, a little past 11? Yeah, I thought I'd better tell someone about this, but then Nick... Okay. So, yeah, because... Phoenix Wright, he got there, like, a little after 11, because that's basically when the murder at the main hall happened. But he's saying that he saw the lightning flash at 11:30, and this basically saying it took him 35 minutes to go from the shack to the bridge and then see Phoenix Wright. So yeah, so the problem is the timing. doesn't say the time over here, though, for me to present the weather data. Let me try... What would... Was it this one that had 2 different options?
Hold it!
Maybe I gotta get, like, another piece of testimony. Why did you go to the bridge? So you suddenly thought to check out the bridge. Does this mean that you had initially had no intention of doing so? Well, I guess it does? It was really cold, I didn't really want to go out there. If that's the case, why did you change your mind? I would like to hear your reasoning. In which case, please give testimony to that effect witness. Oh, here we go. My reasoning? Okay, reasoning. Is it... I thought I'd never get another chance to see something so big burning. What?
Hold it!
So you decided to go and see what was happening. That's right, we're talking about a massive suspension bridge burning to high heaven. That's not something you see every day. A real like, really special. Can we really trust a witness who is unable to pronounce spectacle? Life seems to love hitting this poor witness below the belt. Well, my motto is to hit life back as hard as I can. I'm pretty sure all the women hits you. Hey David, how you doing? I'll give you a few hits too, if you'd like, with my whip. You told me about the burning bridge yesterday, but there's still something that doesn't quite fit. It looks like, despite his change of heart, Larry still isn't telling the whole truth. Alright, so that new testimony doesn't really help. But I never see a chance to see something so big burning. How is that relevant to any of what I have? Not really, honestly. So, I don't think it has anything to do with what I have. Okay. Let's go back on the earlier ones. I went to the shack at around 9, so it would have been around 10:30. That's what I have a problem with, 10:30. But I don't think I'm supposed to present something on this, because I mean, he only says 10:30, so it's not something too crazy. I was lying under my bedding when a white flash... I mean, I guess if I were to pick out anything... If I were to present the weather data, it has to be on that one. They should have more cases with different judges, it's so rare to see a new one. Yeah... Probably with a different personality, though. I still think this judge is kinda similar to the other guy. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you could have like a cool, like, different, like, personality as a judge. Unless the judge, like, fucking, like, Sephiroth or something. That is an actual villain. Yeah, let me just present the weather data on the first one. And if that doesn't work, then I have to think more.
Objection!
I was lying under my bedding when a white flash almost blinded me. Aw. I looked out the bridge, or the window, and Dusky Bridge was on fire. Unless I present it here, like, it's 10:30, how is it on fire?
Objection!
No. Like, I think the timing is wrong, but... In case of Sephiroth as a judge would end really quickly. There's still some thunder, but I went out right away to check it out. This was still like 10:30? When did the lightning end? 10 to 11 p.m. Snow from 7 to 10:50. Yeah, sounds about right. I thought I'd never see a chance to see something so big burning. Wait, I guess, why would he need to go to the bridge when he can see the bridge from the shack, right? Unless that's the logic. I looked out the window. I mean, you can see the... Well, let me think. You can kinda see the bridge, but not entirely. So... let's just assume you can't see the bridge from the shack. Which is, you know what, that's probably why he needed to walk to the bridge, waiting for Iris, because he can't see the bridge. Maybe that's the logic, or at least he can't see the entire bridge. And so, if he's looking out the window, and he sees the bridge on fire, he shouldn't be seeing it out through the window, right? Is that the logic? So then I would have to present the map? If that's the case, I'm pretty sure you could still see it. Yeah. There's still some thunder before I went out. I wonder if... He told me about the burning bridge yesterday, but there's still something that doesn't quite fit. It looks like, yeah, it's something to do with the burning bridge. For me, it's the timeline just doesn't match up. This is the new thing, though. I thought I'd never see another chance to see something so big burning. A massive suspension burning to the heavens. That's not something you see every day, a real spectacle. Talks about Crimson. But does he care about the bridge more than her? Kind of a long shot.
Objection!
Yeah. Don't try to play mind games with me. I saw some thunder, but I checked it out anyways.
Hold it! Hold it!
Yeah, there was a... well... there was lightning at this time, but... did you actually see the lightning? I was a bit startled by the flash of lightning, so... I looked out the bridge, but this was at 10:30. The bridge was on fire at... wait, did I present this already?
Objection!
Yeah, I did. And Dusky Bridge was on fire. I feel like this statement is the one that's... The only thing relevant to his testimony, no joke, is weather data, the map, the note, and that's pretty much it. Around 30 minutes passed between the fire starting and going out. Can I ask if he has a sketch of the fire? There's still some thunder, but I went right away to check it out. Sounds about right.
Hold it!
He said right away, but exactly how long after that strike? Oh, like the strike at 10:30. The lightning fell and then paused, so maybe around 5 minutes. I gotta go check this out. So basically like 10 minutes? And then I said, why did you go to bridge? And then it spawned in that new part. Not right now. Let's do this. Oh, it's one of those things where it changes the testimony. I see. I arrived at the bridge and Nick showed up a little less than 1 minute later. Oh, I see. Oh, fuck, I didn't press. I didn't know it was one of those things where it would change his next testimony. Fuck.
Hold it!
He claimed to have arrived at this bridge at the same time as Wright. Yeah, I thought I'd better tell someone about this, but then Nick came up yelling about murder. It totally made me forget about the bridge. The fire was pretty much out by then anyway. What's his feeling of this terrible case? It was after contacting the police that Phoenix Wright fell from the bridge, correct? Yeah, that's pretty much it, more or less. Yeah, the timeline doesn't really add up there. That means, yeah, it took him 35 minutes to walk from his shack to the bridge. Yeah, fucking right.
Objection!
Uh-huh. I'm full HP, right? Okay, there we go. I was right, I just fucked up because I didn't think that picking that option would change his testimony. I thought it added a block. Your very existence being a contradiction. I'm not sure if you can grasp this or not. Hey, what the hey, Edgy? You make me sound like I'm some sort of alien. But your testimony is conclusively contradictory. The problem here is time. Yeah, that's what I've been saying for the past 20 minutes. I've never been the best timekeeper, you know. 3 minutes after Billy leaves on foot, you follow him on your bicycle. How long does it take for you to catch up with him? Terrible at those. This is much more simple. You saw the lightning strike Dusky Bridge, and immediately went to see what happened. Is this correct? Yeah, well, I wasted about 5 minutes first, but more or less. I have the weather data from the night of the murder. According to this, the lightning fell at 10:45 p.m. You say it takes less than 5 minutes from the shack to the bridge, meaning you probably got there at around 11 p.m. That all sounds about right, I guess. And then Nick showed up and did his falling act. That is impossible. What do you mean? 11 p.m. is when the murder occurred at Hazekura Temple. Thus, Wright was still there in the courtyard. Well, yeah. There's no way that Larry could have encountered him at Dusky Bridge at that time. Oh yeah, cause it's a 15-minute walk from the main hall to the bridge. Excuse me, I have an objection. You do? Edgy, how many times do I have to say this? I'm not Larry, I'm Lori's It has not been proven that the murder occurred at 11 p.m. The sister only said around 11, in which case, it could have been earlier than that. Watch your footing there, Miss Francisca Von Karma. The slope ahead is slippery. For there is still no way that Wright could have been at Dusky Bridge at 11 p.m. Why not? It is clearly written here that in the weather data report, it took around 30 minutes for the bridge to burn out. Oh, true. Therefore, the bridge must have been burning until at least 11:15 p.m. Which means, what exactly? Wright did not see the bridge while it was being consumed. Wait, what? Wright did not see the bridge while it was being consumed by flames. So, I'm pretty sure he did. fact, he did not arrive on the scene until after the flames had died down. This is what died down looks like? I still think this looks fucked, but alright, sure, we'll go with that. I mean, I've never seen a bridge burn in real life, so what can I say? Larry, you arrived at the bridge at 11 PM, but Wright did not make it there until at least 11:15. I suggest you stop hiding things and just tell us the whole truth, now. Then, what happened during those missing 15 minutes? I feel like I just got brutally woken up by toilet splashback. I guess I was still sleeping after all. Pinch me. Order. So where was that missing 15 minutes prior to meeting Phoenix Wright? I hardly see that much of a problem. Yeah, not much of a problem at all. Really? The bridge is burning before your eyes, and there is a phone right next to it. Why then did you not report the accident? Probably because someone's there. Yes, witness, why didn't you? Were you there simply to watch the bridge burn? And therein lies the problem, for even after the bridge had burnt out, he was still there. Staring into space. This witness didn't even attempt to fulfill his civic duty. That's what it sounds like. Ah, but this is Larry we're talking about, and even he is incapable of being so stupid. Which means there has to be a reason for his inaction. Oh. Edgy. I think it's about time I got serious with you, dude. Just as I thought, you've been playing with us all this time. Listen, I'm going to tell you everything. Are you sure you want to hear it all? Yes. I may really say it this time. Everything. Then say it. Very well. I have a terribly bad feeling about this. However, let's have the witness finally give us the whole truth. Now, for this 15-minute gap, what were you doing, witness? So the 15-minute, like from 10:45 to 11 PM, I'm assuming. Or is it from 11? No, it's from 11 to 11:15. I'm a Daxonym. I'm an artist. What do you think I was doing? Sketching in front of the bridge. I was whipped into a frenzy of art. The shock and awe that I was feeling, I transferred it all directly onto the page. Before I realized it, the flames had gone out, and then he came running up. Uh-huh. So where's the sketch? I suppose artists can be strange folk. That's right. I'm willing to sacrifice everything in order to draw the perfect sketch, including the truth from the sound of it. Mr. Edgeworth, has this removed the last of your doubts? Not at all, Your Honor. One very large doubt still remains. What would that be? This is surprisingly a believable story, especially considering the source. So why did he think he needed to hide it from us until now? I intend to drag the reason out of him. You'll regret this, Edgy. The missing 15 minutes. I mean, what can you even pull out of this? Except just asking, like, so, let's see the sketch. Am I allowed to ask that?
Hold it!
Tell us, Larry. My name is Laurice, get it right. Mistakes like that are what keep you from being popular with the ladies like I am. Just who exactly are you? I'm Laurice Daxonym, apprentice extraordinaire. Extraordinaire. That's what he calls himself in any case. Then you are an artist? Of course I'm an artist, the real thing. Yet again, that's what he calls himself. Names means nothing. There is only one issue I care to discuss. What were you doing? That is a very big issue indeed. Sketching in front of a bridge, I whipped up into a frenzy of art.
Hold it!
Sketching the burning bridge. The burning bridge and everything that came with it. What? Came with it. You want to hear this from my lips, do you, Eggy? You'll regret this. That sketch of mine is, enough. Just take that ridiculous sketch of yours out already when... Oh, wait, he does have a sketch. What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean. That does indeed appear to be the fastest solution. I'll leave it to you, Mr. Edgeworth. What should I do? I've got a terrible feeling that the instant the sketch is revealed, the entire world may be changed by what's depicted. Let's look at it. Larry, I wonder if you could show us your sketch, please. Well, even I couldn't have imagined it turned out like this. Imagined what? That Laurice Daxonym's debut would take place here today like this. Ouch! Show it, now! Oh, it's probably bad. If she wants it to be shown, it's probably bad. Okay, but steel yourselves. This is the world of Lori's Dixnim. Bro, is that the fucking Phoenix? I am the Phoenix! The hell is this? Well... So this is Dusky Bridge, correct? Quite a large bridge, isn't it? Your response, Miss Von Karma? Oh, is this her first time? Yes, well, it's a better drawing than I expected. Isn't it? I struggled to reproduce those flames, I really did. Yes, I'm sure you did. This is going to get ugly. I just don't really see the implications of this, though. No one has the courage to bring it up, it seems. This mysterious flying object. Larry. What? The burning bridge is fine, but what is that unfortunate-looking figure? Ah, you spotted it. I thought you might. However, much I might want to ignore it, I can't. It's Iris, of course. Iris. What? I wish she'd take better care of herself. We'd have to plan for our future, you know. What would have happened to her if she just had injured herself flying like that? Larry, please answer this next question honestly. Okay. Are you really claiming to have seen this? Are you claiming to have seen the silhouette of the defendant flying over a bridge that was engulfed in flames? Yep, that's what I saw. That's why I drew it. I'm an artist, a real artist. Hi, the girl, she... Are you high? Yeah, Larry's drugs the fuck out, that's what it is. The girl, she's flying really high up in this picture. What was that for? This is all a bad dream. I was hitting you on the cheek to test that theory. Please whip your own cheek from now on if you wish to test your wild theories. Anyway, no court of law will ever acknowledge that people can fly. Actually, there is some precedent to this. She was flying pretty high, my sweet Iris. She was about 30 feet above the bridge. That's really high. Because isn't from the bridge to the water like 18 feet? So she's basically like more distance than from the bridge to the river up in the air. This has to be some kind of mistake. Mr. Edgeworth, please bring the witness back down to earth. What, me? This witness is your friend, is he not? Accessory to foolishness, Miles Edgeworth. Let us get back to the cross-examination, by force if necessary. Mr. Edgeworth, I expect you to expose the obvious contradiction here. Yes, Your Honor. Looks like I've got another reason to remember this moron. Well, what did you think of my debut piece? Get that thing away from me. I mean, to be fair, it looks pretty decent, honestly, like, quality-wise. I saw Iris flying, her white hood fluttering? Wait, she doesn't have it, though.
Hold it!
Just where did you see the sight from? Hey, no need to shout. When I was lying in bed in that rundown shack, the crack of lightning bolt made me realize that the bridge was burning. I just watched it for a little while, thinking how nicely it was burning, then after about 5 minutes, I saw it. The defendant flying? That's right. That's when I decided to go to the bridge. I see. That makes all sense. Aside from the sketch itself. Yes, the sketch doesn't make any sense. I just need to convince the artist that his work is ludicrous. The sketch and all that I was feeling transferred directly onto the paper. You transferred everything directly onto the paper, and that is the sketch here. Yep, sensational, isn't it? Or should that be scandalous? It put my mind at ease anyways. It did. That's right, the reason she didn't come to me, even though I waited for her, was because she was trapped on the other side of the bridge. So then how did she get back? Like, how is she... Like, Maya isn't here because she's stuck on the other side. So how is Iris here then? Could it be that Iris undertook that dangerous, desperate flight in order to reach me? That's gotta be it. Oh wait, hold on. Which way is she facing? She's facing left, so she's traveling from main hall to Inner temple. Hold on, let me go back.
Hold it!
The reason she didn't come to me, even though I waited for her, was because she was trapped on the other side of the bridge. Oh, so she crossed. Huh. So he's saying she's on the other side and flew back. Alright. Before I realized it, the flames had gone out and then he came running up.
Hold it!
You forgot the passage of time to that extent, did you? Well, once I get caught up in something, I tend to forget everything else. That's true, he's always been that way. I guess he's not lying about that, at least. Phoenix Wright appeared on the scene after 11:15. If he was drawing until then, that dispels all doubts. Aside from doubts of his humanity, there was a big clue waiting for me in this cross-examination. This testimony does nothing less than mock the court. But I am sure that there is a vital kernel of truth hidden in it somewhere. Well, yeah, it'd be... She's not wearing a hood. I mean, that's pretty obvious, right?
Objection!
Larry, what did you really see that night? Not that I particularly care. In your position, that's just being irresponsible. I drew exactly what I saw. I'll give you a whole $1, that's the truth. If that is truly the case, then there is one thing that we can say for certain. What might that be? That the person who flew over the bridge could not have been the defendant Iris. It would have been either Phoenix Wright or Bikini. But what do you mean? I don't understand. A foolhardily folly of a foolish statement by an equally foolhardy fool. How exactly can you make this claim? Tell us, Larry. According to this picture, the individual whom you say you saw was wearing a hood, correct? Of course she was. That rundown shack is quite away from the bridge. The hood is what told me that this floating angel was my Iris. The hood is my darling Iris, and Iris is my darling hood. Gang, gang. It seems there are bigger fools in this world than the one in the defense's bench. Larry, there's something you need to be made aware of. On the night of the murder, Iris wasn't wearing her hood. She's not part of the gang. He had given it to Wright as a gift. Are you going to change your story now? Perhaps suggested it was Wright who took flight. What are you talking about? I think you understand what I mean just fine. Why did Nick have Iris's hood? What? Edgy, what's going on with Iris and Nick? Why you, Nick, you dog? I do believe that this unbelievably mysterious sketch is destined to disappear, discredited, and discarded straight into the garbage. What is it now, witness? It feels like I've been waiting 25 years for this very day to come. Is that his age? Dog. Well, to be fair, I'm approaching that age kind of soon. Edgy, today's the day I get to completely stupefy you. What is he? Harry Potter? What? What is the meaning of your outburst, witness? I hate to have to do this, but I have some definitive evidence. Definitive. Evidence? Iris did indeed come flying over the burning bridge, and I, Larry Stevenson, shall prove it. Okay. I didn't expect to ask this again, but we shall be needing your testimony once again. Tell us anything you know concerning the defendant as depicted in the sketch, and show us your evidence that this nightmare was actually a reality. Okay, I hope you're ready, Edgy, because I'm going to feed you a whopping serving of pain. You've been serving us a whopping serving of pain this whole time, trust me. Proof that Iris flew. When I reached Dusky Bridge, she was already gone. I was so worried, so I frantically searched all over for her, and that led me to finding a beautiful crystal sphere half buried in snow. Why is there blood on it? I'm sure that Iris is simply wearing a spare hood. After all, no one else could have lost a crystal. Oh, fuck. Wait, you found this here? A crystal sphere. This one, free isn't it, but finders keepers. That sphere, where did you find it? Wait, how does he not realize that that's his teacher's staff? Let me see, around here, somewhere looks about right. And it was half buried in the snow. It had been pretty much stopped snowing by then, so basically, that means it was there like around probably 10:30, I'd assume. But there was still some, I don't know what that means. That there was some falling as I walked to the bridge. Oh, snow falling. The court accepts this crystal sphere. That's mine, okay? I want it back afterwards. There's something on it. Oh my, it's blood. What? Blood? Can we blood check it? You ready, Edgy? By tomorrow morning, you'll be calling me Master Larry. Yeah, I like the sound of that. No one's going to push me around anymore. Didn't you want me to call you Loris Dagesnim only a few minutes ago? I mean, do I really need to press through this guy?
Hold it!
So you went to the burning bridge. That's right, to meet Iris. She actually flew to get to me, and the least I could do was to meet her halfway. But the defendant was not at the bridge when you got there, you say. I guess she went back to Hazekura Temple. She's a girl, after all. She must have wanted to look her best. It must be lovely to live in a fantasy land of Larry's mind. Actually, it's so depressing that I can't even work up the energy to the point. Or to point. So, what did you do next? I was so worried, so I frantically searched all over for her. Wait, what do you mean? Didn't you see her? So you searched all over for her. She was flying pretty high up, you know. I thought maybe she slipped on her landing and got hurt. Hey, it was more than possible. Also, when I headed out to the shack the first time, I was snacking on a banana. I was pretty sure I threw the peel somewhere around there, so you know. Oh. So he's saying that he threw a banana peel, like it's a Mario Kart item, kinda near the bridge. So he wanted to make sure Iris didn't slip on the banana peel. Really? So did you find any signs of her so-called landing? I don't really remember. I kept on falling over myself and kinda lost him, so he slipped on his own banana peel. You fell over yourself. Yeah, the snow was deep, and there was even a banana peel out there. This dumb fuck. Yep, there's stupid, and then there's Larry Butts. The short of it is that you didn't find any signs of her landing, correct? Then what happened next? That led to me finding a beautiful crystal sphere half buried in the snow. Half buried. It was sitting in the snow with a little gathered on top of it. Okay. It was very hard to spot, actually. I mean, it was dark out too. I'm impressed you did well to find it. No matter what you may think when you look at me, I'm a pro, a genius security guard. I used a pen light I borrowed from my company to help in my search, and it sparkled really brightly as if it was saying, "Here I am," to me. It does indeed look very much like the crystal sphere on Iris's hood. Well, it kinda does, actually. Why would they have balls on their hoods? But I need to remind you that she was not wearing her hood that night. She also has a ball on her hood, too. I'm sure that was Iris was simply wearing her spare hood. Can we use... Do we have Bikini's testimony with hoods? No? Okay.
Hold it!
Each nun is assigned... Oh, there we go. To their own hood, and they're only assigned one. I don't know anything about that, okay? And Iris is special, alright, dude? Even if she did steal a spare hood, I'll forgive her. This is getting us nowhere. Our destination for the day, it seems. However, this crystal sphere was found near the bridge. That is it's also a different color. That is a fact. And if it didn't come from a hood, then where could it come from? That is the question I aim to answer. After all, no one else could have lost a crystal sphere that night.
Hold it!
Let me confirm this one last time, Larry. The reasons you thought that this was Iris are the hood and this crystal sphere, correct? That's right, my gut is never wrong. I met that old bikini the next morning, and her crystal sphere was still there, safe and sound. Oh, okay. So this... Okay. Indeed. She was wearing it in this very room earlier today. This case isn't going to end without a fight. Exposing the obvious contradiction in this testimony would be easy, but I fear that all that awaits are further mysteries. I mean, this one's pretty obvious, right?
Objection!
Larry, that night, there was someone who lost a crystal sphere. There was? Who was the stupid idiot? Miss Elise Deutznim, the mentor to a stupid idiot. The victim? I have a photo of her here. And on the end of her staff, you can see a familiar-looking crystal sphere. Hey! That's my photograph, give it back! Ouch! A crystal sphere like that is quite easy to find. I have one just like it on my brooch. They look nothing alike. In any case, please take a look at this. This is the victim's staff found at the scene of the crime. Ah, the crystal sphere. It's gone. What? Just what does that mean? If anyone jumped or flew across the bridge that night, it certainly was not Iris after all. She was not wearing her hood. More importantly, the crystal sphere found at the landing site was not hers either. That means the one who flew and dropped the sphere was the victim, Miss Elise Deutznim?
Objection!
I'm not really sold on the flying part yet. A fool alongside another fool on a fool's errand to reach a foolish conclusion. First of all, this sketch, which I prefer to call a scribble, is ridiculous. People cannot fly, thus it is rejected. You can't do that, I saw it with my own two... Aye! And this crystal sphere, this is nothing more than a red herring. You honestly believe that? Give it some thought, and I'm sure you'll realize it as well, Miles Edgeworth. Elise Deutznim was in her room on the night of the murder. There was no reason for her to go to Dusky Bridge. Therefore, this sphere cannot be related to this case. That is all.
Objection!
Can we blood check? DNA check the blood? Miss Francisca von Karma, the only people who will accept this explanation are scattered brains and clowns. Why are you pointing at me? The victim's crystal sphere was found near the bridge on the night of her murder. Yet you expect us to believe that this has nothing to do with the case.
Objection!
That crystal sphere, it was probably thrown away at the bridge after the murder. After the murder? There is blood on the crystal sphere, isn't there? This naturally suggests that it was thrown away after the murder took place. The killer placed it there to throw the investigation off the scent, which is the exact same reason that he drew that ridiculous sketch. What? You mean I'm the killer? No way! All joking aside, just when did this crystal sphere appear near the foot of the bridge? Unless it can be proven in some way, I refuse to believe that this is related to the case. Well, I mean, there was snow on it, right? So it happened before 11 p.m., which was before the murder. Which kind of means that either the murder happened before 11 p.m. and then her staff and then this ball got transported to the bridge, or that Elise was not in her room the entire night, that she probably left towards the bridge and then blah blah blah. The timelines don't match, basically. She makes a valid point. There is no evidence that Elise Deutznim left Hazekura Temple that night. However, if somehow this crystal sphere can be proven to have been dropped before the victim was killed. Wait, I already said that. There's no... I mean, I guess it's like, are we really gonna say that whatever Larry says is correct, I guess? But, I mean, he did say there was snow on top of it, right? And this was before 11. Or I guess this is like 11:45, 11 p.m. Can be proven to have dropped before the victim was killed. In this case, is going to transform into something else entirely. Your response, Mr. Edgeworth? I want your final opinion. Oh, are you gonna give me a choice? I want your final opinion on the disposition of this crystal sphere. If it is not related to the case, then this witness you call will have been nothing more than a monumental waste of time. Prepare yourself for some very appropriate punishment, Miles Edgeworth. Can I prove it? Can I prove that the crystal sphere was dropped before the murder took? Yeah, I can. Can I prove it? That isn't the issue. To simply prove it, that's the only option. That's what he'd do. That's the way Phoenix Wright would do this. Your Honor, allow me to prove something to you. I will prove that this crystal sphere is a vital link to solving this case. You will do what? That look in your eyes. You remind me of Phoenix Wright when he is cornered. That should come as to no surprise. Because right now, I am Phoenix Wright, and I am indeed cornered. No, I'm not. I order you to present your evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Evidence. Can I just present the ball itself? I mean, showing the photo, do I need to present the photo? I mean, we already established that she was killed. I guess not killed, but this photo, well... I mean, I just present the ball, right? That there was snow on top of the ball. If it's not that, then, like... And I guess I would have to show the photo?
Take that!
This crystal sphere, it was half buried in the snow, correct? That's right. If that hadn't stopped snowing, then it would have been game over. The snow would have totally covered it. That's all I needed to hear from you, Larry. Your testimony makes one thing quite clear. Whoa, what? When the crystal sphere was dropped, it was snowing, even if it was ever so slightly. Snowing. On the other hand, let us look at the scene of the murder. As proven earlier today, there is no snow on the victim's body. Ah. Therefore, the crystal sphere must have been dropped before the murder. The alleged murder. I don't think she was murdered there. Order, order, order. On the night of the murder, the victim did indeed go to Dusky Bridge. Maybe. And there, something occurred that caused the staff's crystal sphere to come loose. What? What could that have been? The sphere. There is some blood on it, isn't there? Allow me to raise a certain possibility at this junction. The real crime scene was near the foot of Dusky Bridge. I agree with that.
Objection!
The murder didn't take the murder didn't take place in the Hazakura Temple courtyard? Only a fool would suggest such a foolish piece of absolute foolishness. Just who is the fool, and which part is so foolish, Miss Von Karma? Have you been paying attention this whole time, Miles Edgeworth? The sister saw everything. She saw the victim being killed by the defendant in the Hazakura Temple courtyard.
Objection!
That's not exactly true now, is it? To put it more precisely, what she saw was the murder weapon being removed from the victim's body. That's the same thing! No, it isn't. You said it yourself. Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of the blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from body, that would be when the blade is removed. If that statement is the truth, then Dusky Bridge could have easily been the scene of the murder. I guess the scene of the stabbing. The murder weapon was not removed, thus there was no bleeding. Or little bleeding.
Objection!
You're forgetting one vital thing, Miles Edgeworth. At least Jason's body was found at Hazakura Temple. On foot, it takes 15 minutes to travel from Dusky Bridge to Hazekura Temple. You mean to suggest that someone carried the body all the way there? Someone could have took a snowmobile. I've made it this far. The only place to take this is to the end. I just need to prove that my version of the events is also perfectly plausible. Now, if the defense is ready, the court would like to have an explanation. Please show us the method by which the victim's body was carried to Hazekura Temple.
Take that!
On that snowy night, there is one way that body could have been moved. But the thing is, like, only Iris has the key to the snowmobile. Is this really the way I want to... Is this really the way I want to do this? The snowmobile. As we know, the snowmobile was used that night. It was explained as having been used to dispose of the murder weapon, but it could also have been used to carry a body. Order, order, order. This is completely unacceptable, Miles Edgeworth. You've dug yourself into your own grave, yeah. What do you mean? The only one who could have used the snowmobile was the defendant. She's the one who moves the body. Doesn't that put the final nail in your coffin? You're too late, Franziska von Karma. And in fact, the defense has proven something else entirely. I did? We have shown that this case requires further investigation. What? Where was the victim, Elise Diegsnim, really killed? If her body was moved, whatever for? And finally, just what does this image mean? Do you even need to think about that? Such a creature could never see the truth, let alone describe it.
Objection!
This witness certainly sits on one of the lowest possible branches of humanity. However, he would never utter a lie that could hurt a girl with whom he is enamored. He drew this, so it is something that actually happened. The defense stands firm on this point. Edgy, thank you. That settles it then. I cannot give a verdict under these circumstances. Right. I seem to have fulfilled my part in this. It is just as I thought. Franziska von Karma, you make a wonderful partner. Excuse me? There was one reason, and one alone, for me being here. To expose the darkness lurking in this case, and then pass it on to Wright. Really? That's what this was all about? You could have just told me that from the very beginning. Then I wouldn't have had Miles Edgeworth. I don't care about what you were here to do. This was my chance to finally grind you under my heel. A shame that your chance seems to have slipped you by. This is all your fault. Such a terrible witness. God damn. I think he's dead. I demand satisfaction. He might be dead. I cannot believe that the witness testimony relates to an actual event. However, there has to be some sort of answer for the questions it raises. Have his words here today been the truth or lies? Next time we gather in this courtroom, those are the matters that shall be addressed. I am counting on thorough investigations by both the defense and the prosecution. And with this, the rest is up to you, Wright. Court is now adjourned. Cool. To be continued. Nice. You know what'd be awesome? So I'm assuming I'm gonna be playing as Phoenix right now. Maya still isn't here. So what if it's just me and Edgeworth side by side? Oh my god, that'd be cinema. Hottie, no, fuck. Dude, Phoenix Wright's getting abused here. Oh, so this is why. Oh, he was reading. I see. This makes sense. I'm still up at this hour reading through the trial record of a certain case. It's the first case my mentor Mia Fey had ever handled in a court of law. The horrifying truth that I refuse to accept is holding me hostage here within its pages. Dahlia Hawthorne. What I have read, I don't want to believe. What is written here? This isn't the Dahlia I knew. At first I thought he was just in his office. When I first saw this in episode 4, no, he's actually just just got a cold. After falling into Eagle River, I somehow miraculously survived. But I ended up catching a cold that seemed to knock me around the world and back. I feel dizzy, my ears are ringing, my throat burns, and my head is on fire. But I will recover. I have to recover by this afternoon. Next episode's part 3? Yeah. Or I'm gonna do probably investigation today, and then save trial for tomorrow. I still got some time before I have to go to work. I will recover. I have to recover by this afternoon. I have to meet with the most ill-tempered witness imaginable, but I know that he will be able to help me with him somehow. February 9, 2:43 p.m. Same day. Right, are you sure you're well enough to be doing this? You still look a little green in the face. Or maybe Viridian in artist speak. Actually, my fever has gone down quite a bit. How's your temperature now? Only 102 degrees. That's still a fever, isn't it? Anyway, I read today's trial record. You weren't bad, Edgeworth. Pretty impressive despite the circumstances. We're not in the clear yet. The main point of contention tomorrow is going to be the murder weapon. Yeah. In the end, the Shichishito did not deliver the deadly blow, which means that there must be another sword hiding out there that we don't know about. Another sword, huh? Don't you worry about a thing, pal. I'll dig up the murder weapon myself, or I'll eat my coat. Thanks again, Edgeworth. I'll handle things from here. Heh, that is probably for the best. Actually, I was thinking about paying the old precinct a little visit. There's something I want to look... Oh, he's probably gonna look into Godot. He was curious about Godot. There's something I want to look into, and that is our client's background. Dahlia Hawthorne? Okay. Oh, you mean Iyer, sir? I have the feeling that we've met somewhere before. All I want is confirmation, one way or the other. And since I probably won't be getting that from you, I'm sorry, Edgeworth. I bid you adieu, Wright? Take care. Wait, I thought they're like cool. Guess I should get moving too. Why? Do you need to be somewhere? Yeah, I've got to get to work on this bridge, pal. I'm rigging something up so we can get across to the other side. That's right, Mai is still stuck in the inner temple. But don't you worry, pal. As soon as it's all set, you'll be the first to know. Thank you, Gumshoe. Watch her just be dead. No problem, pal. Just try not to give me that cough of yours, okay? Alright, I'm off. Man, he's coughing just like in episode 1. Hang in there, Maya. We'll get you out. I promise. But in the meantime, I've got to continue collecting evidence. Alright, well, not much here. So let's skedaddle. Let's check out the shack real quick while I'm here. Looks like no one's here. Larry! Larice! I was sure he'd be hiding here. I guess I'll try again later. Can we go inside? No? Well, nothing new here. Let's leave. Come on, please. It's for art's sake, I swear. There's only one guy I know who could be this person in high strung. I'm talking about the heroine here. The heroine in my book. It'll make you famous. Ah! Enough! A fool's fool who foolishly accepts the foolishness of a fool's fool. Wouldn't you agree? Phoenix, right? Huh? Me? Wait a sec. I know you. Ow! Your reflexes and mine need to shape up. My brain's frying like a sunny side up and you want to grill me over a name? Franzi, you can't do that. Even as we speak, Nick's on the brink of death. Or so I'm told. Whip's a dead horse. Isn't that one of your American sayings? Wait, whip a dead horse? That's an American saying? No, it's not, and I'm not on the brink of anything. Come on, Nick. Tell her, would you? Tell her she needs a model for my new picture book, Franzi's Whippity Whip Trip. Yeah! Before you ask me to model, learn to give at least semi-coherent testimony. And before that, you'll have to learn how to live a semi-coherent life, Larry. I don't care what anyone says. I'm telling the truth. I saw what I saw. She flew, I'm telling you, whoosh, just like that dude with the red under... Oh, Superman. Don't think I'm gonna forgive you guys when you come crawling back to apologize. Off he goes. It's It's amazing how little has changed with you in the past year, Phoenix, right? Alright, well. Have you been in Germany at all this time? That's right. Extending my perfect win record, naturally. Oh, joy. Sounds like she hasn't changed a bit. Has it really been a year since we first met? I'm Francisca von Karma, the prodigy. I see. I gave up a little bit. Yeah, we don't need all this. Francisca was born in. Oh, I guess it's just for some reason for people that haven't really played. We don't need this. We all know. Don't tell me you still hold a grudge against me because of what happened to your father. Phoenix Wright, you will fall before me. This I promise. But it will be for my sake, not my father's. Are we clear? Yes, Crystal. In truth, I was shocked. I came back to America with the intentions of beating you. Instead, it was my little brother who was leading the defense. Edgeworth. Come to think of it, Edgeworth was pulled into being a prosecutor by Manfred von Karma as well. Miles Edgeworth told me something very interesting, you know. He said this case has a special significance to you. Because it does. And that's precisely why I am here. Your personal involvement will make crushing you into teensy-weensy pieces all the better. It's probably the fever, but she's so openly hostile that it's almost kinda cute. Ow! No smirking! No whipping the sick! That foolish fool doing such a foolish favor for such a foolishly foolish fool. Edgeworth. Make no mistake, Phoenix Wright. I came here for one thing, and one thing only, to pulverize you. It's not like I thought you were here to bring me some cold killer X, you know. I went over the whole case file on the flight over. You read the whole thing. Yes, every last word, every last sentence of every last paragraph. All the ridiculous things you did. Made it very interesting. All the ridiculous things you did made it a very interesting read, you know. Attempting to cross a burning bridge. Did you even consider the dangers? No. The only thing I thought in my mind was, I have to get across. A fool who doesn't think is more foolish than a fool who foolishly thinks. Gumshoe said that he'd let me know once the bridge was repaired. Maya, she's got to be okay, I just know it. Plus, I need to ask her about what really happened in the inner temple that night. Do I have anything new? Wait, all this kind of got reshuffled. Do I have anything? Oh, can I ask her about Godot? Ow. Alright, never mind. Pretend I didn't ask. Anything new here? Nothing. Skedaddle. Let's go main hall. We'll probably see Bikini. That was one long sigh. Sister Bikini? My, I didn't know you were here. How are you doing? You don't have to pretend to be in a good mood for my sake. I suppose I've made a terrible mess of things, haven't I? I let Mystic Elise die, and then there's Iris as well. Mystic Elise? Now that I think about it, There's an acolyte. I can't do this. There's an acolyte stuck in the inner temple. And that poor little girl has gone missing too. That little girl. You don't mean Pearls, do you? Yes, I'm afraid I do. She hasn't been since the morning after the incident. Pearls, she's missing? Why didn't anyone tell me about this? They're both probably in the inner temple, honestly. Because... yeah. And then they're probably still alive. Or else... no. We don't have anyone to channel, actually. Yeah. Well... let me... what about Iris? I must be getting old. I think I've seriously lost faith in myself. Are you talking about your performance at the trial today? You believe me, don't you? I'm not a liar. I would never lie. You know what I saw. I saw Iris pull that sword from Mystic Elise's body that night. I'm certain of it. At least I was until this morning. I don't see any psych locks, so she must be telling the truth. So why are you unsure of yourself all of a sudden? You know that artist who testified after me? I saw Iris flying, her white hood fluttering. I felt like I might start flying myself. When I saw that man testify so fervently about something so impossible, I started to wonder if I had acted just like him when I was on the witness stand. I wouldn't take that guy too seriously. He's an artist, but all he ever draws is trouble, and nothing else. If both Bikini and Larry are telling the truth, that can only mean one thing. They both didn't see what they think they saw. They both didn't see what they think they saw. I see. So like, because basically they only saw glimpses, right? So then when they saw like the glimpse of like the sword in the body, she kind of assumed that it was Iris stabbing. But clearly, like after like when we like thought about it, that wasn't the case. Same thing with Larry. He just saw like some person floating basically, and then he just assumed, oh, she's flying across. Or I guess assumed it was Iris flying across. Well, I guess he saw the flying, but he thought it was Iris. So like their assumptions were wrong from what they saw. On the night of the incident, you met Iris in the inner temple, is that correct? That's right, I'm sure it was Iris, but Iris claims she was in her room in Hazekura Temple. I knew I shouldn't come back here that night, but because you did, Maya stuck all by herself in the inner temple. I'm so sorry. The drafts in that place are nothing to stick at. Winter is especially bad. I'll bet the training hall looks like it's about to fall down any second. Eagle Mountain has always been prone to earthquakes, just so you know. Oh shit. Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if the next big one levels the training hall. We've got to get Maya out of there fast. But still, there isn't really no need to worry. That area on the other side of Dusky Bridge is isolated like an island. It's like an island, how so? Well, the only thing on the other side of the bridge is the inner temple. No one lives out there, and is surrounded on all sides by the river or the forest. I see. So a criminal would be trapped, should they choose to flee in that direction. As long as the bridge is out of commission, he or she will have to stay there. Next to Maya. That means Maya could be stuck out there with a murderer and with no way to escape either. Well, I mean, to be fair, it's not her first time. She's been capped by Shelly the Killer. Oh dear, yes, I suppose it does. Please, Gumshoe, get that bridge up faster. Okay, I'm curious about a few things if you don't mind answering some questions. Oh, do you need to know about my measurements for your... No. I want to know a little more about the victim, Miss Elise Deuxnin. I'm afraid I don't know her waist size or her bust size, bro. No. I'm wondering why she came to a place like this to begin with. I mean, she told us herself that she wasn't here for spiritual training. My, you make it sound like this place is some sort of dump, Mr. Wright. Mystic Elise was here to soak up the natural beauty of Eagle Mountain, if you must know. There, you did it again. Sister Bikini, I notice you always refer to Miss Deuxnin as Mystic Elise. Oh? Yes, now why is that? After all, she's not here as an acolyte. We address all our visitors Mystic. Well, how come I'm not called Mystic Phoenix, huh? And anyways, she's older than me. Is she? Huh. What if Elise is Misty Fae? I mean, that's pretty fucking close, right? How do you know that? How can you say for sure that she's older than you? Oh shit. Whoa, that's a lot. Alright. Saves Miss Elise Dixonym is no ordinary visitor after all. And there's Pearls. She was with Miss Dixonym on the evening of the murder, and now she's vanished. You know what? If Misty... it can't be Misty Faye, because she didn't give a fuck about Maya. She cared a lot about Pearls. I think if it was Misty Faye, she'd care... Morgan Faye? Nah, that'd be too crazy. That'd be too crazy. Pearls was with Miss Dixonym on the evening of the murder, and now she's vanished. It's all got to be connected somehow. But why did Pearls have to get mixed up in this mess? Please, Mr. Wright, I know you're worried, but try to keep it together. Oh man, my head's throbbing so bad it's killing me. Pearls, she was with Miss Dixonym on the night of the murder, remember? Yes, but I have a temple to run, you know. I was busy preparing for the training. I didn't see the little darling even once after we'd finished eating dinner. The murder. It didn't take place right in front of her innocent eyes, did it? According to the detective, she hasn't turned up at her home either. Come on, keep calm. There's one place left where Pearls could be. She just has to be there. Yeah, the inner temple. How would she even be there, though? I mean, I guess she just crossed really early. This is where Sister Bikini witnessed the murder. It's hard to imagine she was lying on the stand, so maybe there are some clues that have yet to be found. I mean, I see fuck shit nothing, I can tell you that. I mean, these are all the same stuff I saw the first day. Proving that it's not the murder weapon, it's been used some pretty gruesome things in the past, yeah. From pushed up on top of the wall? I mean, yeah, there's just nothing here. And that's also Dixman's room. I mean, yeah, there's just nothing here. Hey, what was that jarring, inconsiderate, loud yell? So this is where y'all been. Keep it nice and warm, I see. Detective, have you finished the bridge? Yeah, I did. I told you I'd let you know. Oh, the bridge is done. Well, I'll come along with you and... Sorry, ma'am. No unauthorized entry. Access is restricted to people involved in the case. What was that? I'm involved, aren't I? You couldn't get more involved than me. Well, yeah, but that's not what I... Ah! I mean, Francisca can come, I guess. It's been a while, Scruffy. It's... This one Karma! And he's dead. Sister, please, leave the investigation to me. My, well, you certainly seem to have everything under control. I am on your side. I won't do anything you don't want me to. As you work to pin the guilt on Iris. What are you daydreaming about, Phoenix, right? Ow, that hurts, you know. Silence. I, Francisca von Karma, will personally guide you through your investigation. So you will follow me. She's not seriously going to follow me around, is she? Alright, let's hold hands. Let's go over there. What the hell is this? Alright. Hopefully it's not like a shit show in here. Things have certainly become a lot more hectic than before. They must have commenced with the investigation. Oh, Mr. Nick! That voice. Pearls is alive, let's go! Pearls! Mr. Nick! Mr. Nick! They wouldn't kill a 6-year-old child, right? So you were here? Ever since that night? I was so lonely, I thought I was going... Lonely? Maya's not here? When I woke up in the morning and saw that dusky bridge woke up, I realized I was all alone. She was all alone. It must have been very trying for you, little girl. I am Francisca von Karma, the prodigy. There's no need to worry now that I'm here. You're the prosecutor who was so mean to Mystic Maya last year. Well, I don't like you. You're nothing but a little girl without your whip. Damn. Mystic Maya didn't do anything wrong, but you were so mean. I'll never forgive you. It looks like Pearl's words are getting under her skin. And she can't whip a little girl, right? Ow, why are you whipping me? I didn't even say shit. You didn't have to. The smile on your lips gave you away. Anyway, Pearls, weren't you with Maya? I'm sorry, it's all my fault. Huh? What are you talking about, Pearls? Wah, Mystic Maya! Hey, wait, Pearls, she just ran off. Ow! That was cruel, Phoenix, right? To make a little girl cry like that is inexcusable. What was that all about? Pearls acting like that, it's giving me the creeps. Why is Incinerator on? Why is it not covered in snow? Oh, shit. Wait, how is the bridge still up? Isn't this... There should be like a rope here. I guess I better take a look around, especially since something about this place is different. Yeah, are the statues different? I actually don't know. Phoenix, right? Do you think that this is how many siblings a head nun has? That metal hook is for a mooring post for boats, you know. Oh, that's an anchor for one of the wires used to hold up the bridge. I think the wire was tied to this one, probably snapped when the bridge burned down. And there's no way there was ever a port all the way there. Well, I guess the bridge can still be usable without these, like, wires, I guess. It would just be super, like, rickety, I guess. Okay, so the incinerator is now, like, it was used, obviously, because, like, there's no snow around it. There's a weird smell coming from the incinerator. The door's also opened, making it look like it's begging for me to look inside. Well, let's see what's inside. Huh? It's empty. Well, whatever was in there was burned, obviously. How naive of you, Phoenix, right? But it's a little strange, don't you think, Francisca von Karma? I seem to remember... Yeah, there we go. There was snow on this incinerator the first time I saw it. Uh-oh. In other words, someone's been using it to burn something recently. Well, I mean, it was probably pretty cold. Listen, Phoenix, right? It's impertinent to call people by their full name. I was only copying you. This fence looks kind of broke. Oh, never mind. Nothing. Everything looks pretty much normal and the same. Ow. Yeah, alright. Well, there's a keep out. No word and no entry. Don't you Americans enjoy doing whatever you like and then simply saying whatever? Oh, okay. Alright, let's go in. Oh no. Let's see. Wait, what the hell? She locked herself in? Whoa, what the hell? What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? Maya, she was supposed to be in here training, yet it appears she's nowhere to be seen. What's with that strange lock? It wasn't there 2 days ago. This whole room is really giving off some strange vibes. Someone would throw up? What do you think this yellowish poster is, Phoenix, right? It's a scroll, not a poster. It's a picture of a woman who's actually... a woman. I don't see any woman here. There's a different atmosphere in this room since the last time I was here. No, it's not a different atmosphere. It's a different smell. It's gravy. What's the matter? This scroll, it's been completely covered in gravy. Ah, yes, there's a very appetizing smell in the air. But gravy is a type of sauce, so when you run out of paint, you Americans use gravy as a substitute. I see. No, no one does that. For starters, it stinks. This must be the gravy that we had with the roast on the night of the incident. So someone brought their food from the training hall, or not training hall, from the temple, or from the main hall, I mean. Someone brought their food or their dinner from the main hall to here. But why would anyone do this? Why this scroll? I can't make out what's drawn on the scroll at all. I'll never understand you Americans, your so-called artists. Artists? Yeah. Oh, cool. Has like a before and after. Let's see if any other things has been changed. Doesn't look like it. Well, yeah. Nothing else has changed. Let's avoid the obvious. Let's save that for last. It's an antique dresser. Don't you dare open it, Phoenix Wright. I mean, it's just clothes in there, right? What a pity. It's full of nothing but old clothes for the acolytes. I thought we weren't opening it. I'm from the prosecutor's office. I can do anything. Yeah, you can do anything. Except stand up to a 9-year-old girl. Alright, well, that's the only thing left. This door. When I was here 2 days ago, that weird lock wasn't on it. Those chains. It's almost as if they're guarding something inside that cavern. I've never seen a lock quite like this. I have. I've seen locks and chains like this before. Oh, the Magatama. They look just like the ones that guard a person's secrets during a psych lock. I wonder if this lock is guarding something too. Dark secrets in a dark cavern. What took you so long? I thought even you'd manage to get here faster than this, Mr. Trite. Whoa, Godot's here. Prosecutor Godot, I didn't know you were here. Prosecutor? How come you didn't show up at today's trial? I could ask you the same exact question. Huh? But I had a cold, so I had something slightly more important than a common cold to deal with. The importance of which is something you have no hope of ever understanding. Enough! I believe I have the measure of you. You are the very worst kind of prosecutor. What could be more important than a trial? Who's the wild mare, Trite? This is, Miss Von Karma. She was the acting prosecutor in your absence today. Well, I guess I owe you one then. But you can go now, princess. It's time for the big boys to take the reins. Just who do you think you are? This case is mine. Hey, Philly. Know your role and shut your mouth. I can't stand women like you. Oh my god. I'm only gonna say this once, Lady Von Whipperberg. Go home. Phoenix Wright! What are you hitting me for? You deserve more cracks of the whip than that, Trite. What? You still don't get it, do you? You don't realize that you set something in motion that you'll never be able to undo. There's something different about Godot today. I'm getting such a strong sense of something from behind that mask of his. Is it anger, or is it sorrow? Alright, so why didn't you show up? You had some important business, and that's why you weren't in court, huh? So, what was it? I've told you once before, but perhaps you don't remember. I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. You see, Trite, I've experienced something most have not. Death. This is Armando? You died? Of course, being extradited from hell is a tedious affair. The meticulous regeneration and adjustment of all your internal organs is, well, let's just say, modern medicine allows us all to live to a ripe old age. Even someone like me. So, you mean that mask you wear is this ugly device? I promise it's not a fashion statement, my unenlightened friend. Without this, I can't see your frequently dumbfounded face. I didn't know. My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything. Oh yeah, he can't like see color. I remember, I think it was the Masque de Masque case. He can't really see blood. I think that's what it was. Where he can't distinguish like So it was like, what, pink paint with blood on it, I think. Still, I keep this worn-out piece of junk of a body going with regular servicing. So he's like, what, half robot? I'm sorry, but you say you experienced death? How is that even possible? What happened? Why don't you ask him? Huh? Me? Yeah, Trite, you. You should know all about it. Wait, this guy probably is Armando. You know when my life ended, and who ended it for me. Yeah, Dahlia. Well, Phoenix, right? Do you? I don't know what he's talking about. Although, to be honest, I do feel a little tug at the corner of my memory. I think I do know about how Godot was killed. Yeah, this is on the first episode. It will all become clear in due time. Isn't that right, Trite? Earlier you said I've done something that I can never undo. What did you mean by that exactly? It'll probably mean holding on to the necklace bottle thing. The inner temple here on this side of the Dusky Bridge is an isolated island. That's what Sister Bikini said too. And I wonder, Trite, do you know what the police are doing here today? What do you mean? They're searching for any trace of an acolyte who went missing. Missing? As leader of the search party, I can tell you this with absolute certainty. Maya Fey is not on this side of Dusky Bridge. Oh. Huh? But that's impossible. She came here that night and I won't say it again. The chances of her being here are nil. Excluding, of course, one very unique place. One? Where's that? The Sacred Cavern, the entrance of which we are standing at right now. This is the only place that the search party has yet to explore. So they haven't searched the cavern yet, huh? Be aware, though, that the temperature inside frequently falls below freezing. Even if she were in there, the chance of her being found alive are slim at best. No, which means, Trite, that you sent Maya Fey to her death. Wait, how? You fool! If that's the situation, why aren't you in there with the search party right now? You must have blinders on, my equestrian angel. Don't you see the big lock and chains? It's a trick lock. I'm making preparations to open it as we speak. Well, Trite, once again, a woman dies because of you. Once again, a woman dies. I mean, Dahlia's still alive. What other women are there? Mia Fey? Don't tell me you've forgotten. It was only 2 years... Oh, Mia, yeah. But that's not Phoenix's fault, is it? When the last unfortunate woman died because of you. Because of me. And do you know who that was? It was Maya Fey's sister. That's right. Mia Fey. Mia? You killed her. No, that's not how it was. It was 2 years ago. Mia Fey was pursuing someone, a man. But she bit off more than she could chew. She made a very dangerous enemy. Yeah, that's one case I'll never forget. But I got that guy personally. Sure, Miss Fey's murder was caught. That won't bring her back. Well, no, but you were with her at the time. And you and no one else. It was your responsibility. You should have protected her. You say Mia Fey was your teacher. Well then, I'd say you learned nothing, Trite. You robbed her of her life, and now you've let her sister suffer the same fate. I haven't sentenced Maya to death, no. What is this peculiar looking lock? Why don't we just break it open? It would be simple a matter of... I'm afraid we can't do that. This area has always been prone to earthquakes. The repeated tremors have weakened the foundations of the training hall. Any excessive force used to open the lock would, well, let's just say the inner temple and sacred cavern would be a thing of the past. Very well, then I suggest the obvious solution of opening it with the key. Sure, just show me where the keyhole is on the trick lock. There's no keyhole? That's right. An interesting puzzle, huh? The person who set this lock is the only one who can open it. Then who was it? Simple. The accused. What? Iris? When an acolyte undergoes training inside the sacred cavern, the attending sister is responsible for locking the entrance. Obviously, the night of the murder was no exception. Maya Fey was to train in there. Well, then Sister Bikini would have it. Bikini did mention a number of times now I think about it. She said Iris was left in charge of supervising. But Bikini wasn't that set up the lock, so it would be her lock, wouldn't it? It's not like they switch and then they switch, like, admins of the lock, I guess. So Iris, the accused, is the only one who can open this lock. I've arranged her to be brought here now. Iris is the only person who can open this lock. I hope she gets here soon. So, I should be getting back to work. Wait, Godot. How sure about Maya are you? There's no doubt in my mind. She's in the sacred cavern somewhere. It's the only place she could be. You'd better start praying. You'd better pray that friend of yours brings the accused back here soon. Edgeworth? Listen up, Tripe. There's only one thing I want to say to you before I go. I'll never accept you. Never. Oh, shit. You should choose your friends more carefully, Phoenix, right? That's what everyone says. It looks like I don't have much of a choice. I guess I'll just have to do what I can for now. Alright. I guess we just leave. I dunno, should I or shouldn't I? Sounds like someone's talking to himself, but where's that coming from? Yeah, I guess I better wash that off. That's what I'll do. No, but I can't do that. I'm a detective. My brain. This is driving me nuts. Is something troubling you, Scruffy? But please don't whip me like that all of a sudden, sir. It was merely a simple greeting, a friendly tap on the shoulder. With my whip. So what's up, Gumshoe? Is something on your mind? How did you know, pal? Perhaps you were trying to decide if you wanted to wash that off or not. How did you know, sir? Oh, yeah, I nearly forgot. You can't go through that little gate, okay? You mean the one that says no entry on it? The one that we just came from? I, already kinda snuck in there. Is he trying to be clever or something? So what's behind there, Scruffy? Huh? Kind of garden-like garden? A garden. Yeah, anyway, it's under investigation right now, so keep out. I'm not telling you, I'm asking you, pal. Okay, so he's telling us to go in. You got me? Isn't it, yeah, normally the other way around? Well, see you later. So, shall we adjourn to this garden, Phoenix, right? Of course. What else do we do? I really want to know what Gumshoe was thinking of washing off. Don't tell me it's blood, right? Oh shit, what the fuck? There's a strange feeling in the air. I wonder what it is. Strange feeling, forget about that. What's that strange writing on the stone lantern? What are you doing here, sir? I thought I said you can't come in here. Don't you know, Scruffy, a Von Karma will always show up wherever there is a clue. And there is plenty of clues to be found here. But... Move aside, Gumshoe. What the fuck is this? What the heck is that? Uh-oh, you spotted it, huh, pal? Are you kidding me? It couldn't be more obvious. It says... Maya. Upside down, though. Yeah, and before you ask, it's written in blood. Whose blood, though? You will answer all our questions now, Scruffy. Without exception. Yes, sir. I mean, there's nothing else. I mean, it's just blood. I mean, there's a broomstick, but, like, no one, like, Harry Pottered out. Investigation. So how's the Inner Temple investigation going? We have the best forensic team in the world working on the place. Forensic team. And what was the outcome of this scientific study? Nothing. Scientifically speaking, the place is as clean as a whistle. That's simply not good enough, Scruffy. Do you think I'll let you get away with that? Uh-oh. Well, there was a couple of things that bothered me when I first got here, sir. That stone lantern... A stone lantern? This? and the surrounding area that's not covered in snow, correct? Like this? I mean, I guess. They kinda look fishy to me, you know, scientifically speaking. So I got the lab boys to look them over. The results were... It's kinda hard to say, actually. I guess I better look into them myself. About Maya. Oh, did Mr. Godot tell you yet? Yes, we heard. He's got a search party out looking for her, but there's nowhere else she could have disappeared to on this side of Dusky Bridge. All we can do is wait for Mr. Edgeworth to get here, pal. Edgeworth? He's escorting Iris, the defendant, over here. We'll have to wait, since she is the only one who can open the door to the sacred cavern. Oh, I think Mr. Edgeworth wants to talk to you about something too, pal. Huh? I wonder what it is. Just don't be expecting any good news when you talk to him. When I spoke to him, Mr. Edgeworth sounded so down, I felt like I was drowning. Sounds pleasant. Maya. So these letters are written in blood. Yeah. What's worse, it's in the victim's blood. What? Elise's blood? Huh? This is Miss Dixon's blood? We haven't done a detailed analysis yet, but it's looking that way, pal. Most interesting. Phoenix Wright, I presume you know, don't you? Why Maya's name is written upside down. I don't know why it's upside down. You know what? That was bothering me too, but I just came up with the answer. The result of my own special gumption investigation. Really? Do tell. Well, on the night of the murder, the stone lantern was upside down. This? Or this? Oh. He thinks this was upside down, wrote the word Maya, then flipped it back up. Anyway, there's really only one logical explanation to the mystery. Miss Elise Dixon wrote these letters herself, in her own blood. Still doesn't explain why it's upside down, though. You must be joking, that's impossible. From the writing in the victim's blood and the other clues left behind, it seems pretty likely that this garden was the scene of Miss Elise's murder. So she died here. And then was dragged across the bridge? At least that's our current theory on how the events took place, pal. What? So Miss Dixon was killed here. However you want to look at it, that's what people are saying now. Then, what Sister Bikini saw in the courtyard at the main temple was... Well, what was that? If that wasn't the scene of the crime, what did she see? Staged killing? What do you think, Von Karma? Surely a special gumption investigation would reveal the answer, no? But wait a second, the bloody writing and all the other clues here, someone could have easily set them up after the murder, right? Sorry, but that's not an option, pal. Why not? How quickly you forget, Phoenix, right? Ever since the incident occurred, this place has been completely inaccessible. Well, except for the people that are already on this side of the island, right? So, like, technically, Pearl and Maya could still tamper with everything, right? Because Dusky Bridge was completely burned out. I was overseeing repairs to the bridge the whole time. No one came over here before me and my men. Which means no one could have planted all this stuff here, pal. I can't think of a counter-argument to that. I knew it. I should have washed the blood off the lantern as soon as I got here. If this really was the scene of the crime, then I need to figure out exactly what it was that Bikini actually saw. Well, I guess there's more stuff here, I guess. No snow on the ground. It's almost perfect rectangle. It couldn't have happened naturally. So this would be after 1050, basically. Carefully cleared the snow away. Oh, top secret. Wait, hold on. Well, when I was a kid, I got knocked out of... Oh, I don't care anymore. This is the top secret? Is that it? That's it. Oh. Alright, so someone cleared the snow away for a reason. Well, torches. You need all the light you can get up in the mountain. Yeah, I was looking at those things now. It looks like they've been lit recently. Holy shit. Bro, was someone like tortured into like a ritual? As recent as the night of the murder. Maya was training here on the night of the murder. It's not unreasonable to think that these were lit up at the same time. Charm. That's the Misty Fae symbol, right? I forgot what the importance of that. Or like, that's a Fae clan thingy. I don't know if that's related to Misty Fae, but I think it's a Mei clan symbol, I think. Apparently it belonged to the victim. Oh. To Miss Elise Diggs. Yeah, there was a broken leather cord around the lady's neck. The ends of the cord found on both on the victim and on this charm match exactly. Sounds like to me, this little trinket is going to be my ticket to getting some very big answers. Terrain Master's Talesman. Master? No way she's Misty Fae. The ice on the bowl's broken? Like this? I doused my face earlier with the water in this. I was getting kinda sleepy. Oh, okay. I mean, that's pretty much it, right? And then I'm assuming now Iris is gonna be here. Oh, maybe not. Okay, let's give... We probably have to give this guy something. Oh wait, no, we have to talk to Bikini. That's what it was. So let's leave. It seems you have a visitor. Oh shit. Mr. Wright, Iris, I'm really glad to see you. Godot managed to mobilize the police by claiming a state of emergency. Not him again. Never mind him, we gotta hurry and unlock the sacred cavern. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. It's my fault someone so important to you is locked in there. Mr. Edgeworth, can we finish our conversation later? Alright. Let's hurry to the inner temple then. I'll see you later, Wright. Oh, okay. Well, convenient. Wait, Edgeworth, I'm coming with you guys. Sorry, Wright. I can't allow you to come with us. Wait, what? Wait, why not? I hate to be the one to break it to you, but Maya Fey is in a rather delicate position. What do you mean by delicate position? This isn't a simply rescue operation, right? It's also an investigation? That being the case, we can't allow members of the public to interfere. Wait, come on, Edgeworth. If anything happens, you'll be the first to know. Please understand, right? But it's Maya. Mr. Wright, all that matters is that Mystic Maya is rescued, correct? Listen to the voice of reason for a change, Phoenix, right? From now on, consider anything beyond Dusky Bridge to be off-limits? We'll be going now. Excuse us. What the hell is going on in there? Ow! This is no time to be standing around, Phoenix, right? Aren't there other things that demand your attention? She's right. Thanks for reminding me. Shit, okay. Well, let's go talk to Bikini. Sister Bikini looks like she's shrunk some since last I saw her. Don't be rude, Phoenix, right? What's wrong, Sister Bikini? My. Hello, you two. How are you doing? From the sound of that sigh, I guess she's still pretty down. Iris was here, you know. She was accompanied by the handsome criminal-clad prince. Did she talk about Edgeworth? It was just a courtesy call. I wasn't allowed to talk with her at all. Oh dear, it's all my fault that this has happened. Poor Iris, she was worried about my back, would you believe it? What have I done to her? Only what you had to do, sister. You bravely and truthfully testified about what you saw. There's no shame in that, and we'll see to it that your testimony wasn't made in vain. Well, I don't hear anyone else saying that. Mr. Blue Suits doesn't seem to share your opinion, I see. Huh? Me? Ah! Oh, yes. You did great, Sister Bikini. Absolutely spectacular. You two are the only ones who said that to me. I can't shake the feeling that I just became a shill to a shrew. Do you have a problem, Phoenix Wright? Sure, she was brave to testify so truthfully like that, but I know she's still hiding something. Guess it's time to break those cyclocks of hers. I mean, I'm not really sure if I know everything, though. I mean, that's a lot of cyclocks. A fly just flew into my face. Sister Bikini, the truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. I'm convinced that Miss Elise Dioxanim had a special significance to this temple. As to why she had a special significance, I believe it has to do with her true identity. What on earth are you talking about? Mystic Elise was an author, just an author of picture books. To be honest, I had my suspicions almost immediately after I met her. Suspicions? Yes, but I didn't have any evidence to support. I know what you are, I just can't prove it. But now I do. This piece of evidence proved Miss Diomix's her identity. I guess it would be her... the talesman. Miss Dioxanim had this charm with her at all times. Where did you... This isn't some cheap good luck charm either. Then... What do you think it is, Mr. Wright? What could a talesman like that possibly mean? It's a talesman, isn't it? Interesting. Oops. This thing speaks volumes about who Miss Dioxanim really was. This talesman and one other item unequivocally prove Diomix's true identity. This part I don't really know. Like, I would say it's this, but I'm not too sure. The painting is obscured by this gravy stain at the moment. But this scroll shows a master of the Kurain channeling technique. The crest at the top of the sign isn't of that honorable title. The very same crest that adorns the talisman that the victim carried with her. This crest is reserved for the master of Kurain. Who on earth told you that nonsense? I've got no idea what you're talking about. The new master, Maya Fey, told me. What? You mean that Acolyte is Misty Fey's daughter? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. In fact, since her eldest sister passed away, Maya is Misty Fey's sole successor. Mystic Misty! Wow, so that was Misty Fey. Mystic Elise graced us with her presence about a week ago. When she showed me the talisman with that mark on it, well, I nearly fainted. No one had seen her since she disappeared 17 years ago after all. What is the significance of this talisman, sister? The Kurain talisman? It's the symbol of the master of Kurain. The bearer must carry it with them at all times, always until their death. Until their death. So Elise Dioxanim was really Maya's mother, huh? She was Misty Fey, the master of the Kurain channeling technique. The truth comes out at last. It looks like we're making some headway here. Tell me, sister. After 17 years, why did she choose to show herself now? Because something happened that called her out of hiding. What happened? Well... Oh no. What's happening? It can't be. Earthquake! Inner temple. This kind of tremor might... Inner temple? The sacred cavern in the training hall, it might very well cave in. What? Maya! It seems to have passed. Well, we can't just stand here and do nothing. Let's go. What? Where? To the inner temple, of course. Where else? Sister Bikini, we'll finish this later, alright? Of course. You run along now. People may have been hurt. I must get some first aid kits ready. Come on then, Phoenix Wright. They won't bar you from entering as long as I'm with you. Thank you. Right at that moment, I had the worst feeling in my gut. We just had an earthquake. And I wonder if he's alright. Oh, yeah. Edgeworth has some PTSD. You look worried. Are you thinking about Miles Edgeworth? Come on, let's go. We've got to hurry to the temple and... Right. What are you doing here? How could I have... How do you expect us to understand if you don't speak up? Ow! Why am I getting whipped? She's gone. No. The defendant, Iris. She's gone. Gone where? She fled. She escaped. What? So, it was just now, during the... It's easy to see Edgeworth's one and only weakness, his fear of earthquakes. I should have known better than to escort the defendant alone. As soon as the ground started shaking, everything went dark before my eyes and I stupidly passed out. That incident haunts you to this day, doesn't it? That's no excuse for letting the suspect get away. I can't believe I let it happen. Right, the inner temple area is a dead end, so she could have only escaped to this side. We haven't seen her. Then we need a manhunt underway now and search Eagle Mountain from top to bottom. Wait, Edgeworth, have you thoroughly checked the inner temple yet? Don't be ridiculous. Why would I? The inner temple is like an island. There's no way to escape but to cross. No, that's not it. Iris isn't the type of person to run away, Edgeworth. What are you talking about? Sister Bikini mentioned something when we were with her. She said that the sacred cavern might have caved in because of the quake. Then you think Iris might have gone to the inner temple to check on the situation? Listen, Edgeworth. I'm sure she's at the inner temple, and manhunt is not necessary. Right. Let's not waste any more time. We need to get to the training. Oh, they didn't even make it to... I mean, I guess it is a 15-minute walk. Alright, let's go. Inner Temple Training Hall. Fortunately, the Sacred Cavern hadn't caved in, but what we found was something none of us expected. More locks? How can there be even more locks? What is the meaning of this? Iris, please tell me, what the hell is going on? To be continued? What? Why is there more locks? Wait, is more investigation? Holy shit. Next part 4? Jesus Christ, there's more investigation? I mean, I guess I'll keep going. I mean, because I can stop during an investigation whenever I want. I guess taking a random break within investigation isn't as bad as taking a random break inside of a trial. So, I mean, might as well. At least for like 30 more minutes. Right, is this what Godot was talking about? Yeah, the trick locks. Now then, Iris, please remove these locks at once. Mr. Edgeworth? I'm afraid I can't. It's not possible for me. What? During the earthquake, when the cavern was in danger of caving in, Iris escaped. And I know there was only one lock when I last came in here. So you're saying that you can't undo the new locks? Yes. If only I was stronger. Edgeworth, how are you feeling? You look a little pale in the face, like you're one to talk with your face all green. Miles Edgeworth, go and get some air. I'll watch over the suspect. You go and get a grip on yourself. Don't be ridiculous. I'm perfectly There's no telling what sort of mistakes you could make in your current state. Go and get some rest. That's your only concern now, Miles Edgeworth. Understood. I'll handle the investigation in the garden. You take care of things here. Shit. Where's Godot? He's got some pride that he's probably off crying in the corner of the garden. Pride is simply another trap that hinders us in our lives. That said, one must have pride to be effective on the job. At any rate, it seems that this is where we part ways, Phoenix Wright. I'm going to stay here and see if I can't help solve these bothersome puzzles. I see. Well, thanks for your help. Now then, do you mind if I ask you a few things, Iris? No, not at all. Why did you make a run for it, Iris? I'm sorry. I heard the inner temple had been severely shaken by strong earthquakes we had. I was so worried, I just had to come and see. In other words, you didn't run off to escape the law. At least we're clear on that. I can't tell you how relieved I was when I saw the sacred cavern, alright, but... But what? Then I saw these chains here. I saw all these extra locks that someone put on the cavern door, and... Who in the world would do something like this? These trick locks are the sacred treasure of the Kurain tradition. There are hundreds of ways to set them. That's why only the person who set the lock can open it. And you aren't the one who set these locks. I don't think it's that simple, Franziska von Karma. When we were here the first time, there was only one lock. But now, somehow, there's 5 of them. What does that mean? It means that someone wanted to secure the place even more. And they wanted to secure it before you got here, Iris. Presumably because they wanted to make sure Maya couldn't get out. This means that Iris can only open one of these locks, the first one. Yes, that's correct. What? Iris, try to think please. Isn't there any way around this? Well, like I said, there are hundreds of different ways to set these locks. I suppose if I went through every combination with each one, I could remove them, but it will take time, won't it? Yes, about a day if I had to guess. A whole day. Well, that's better than leaving the locks in place. Will you do this for us? Sure, I'll do whatever I can. Yeah, we'll get started right now. We've got to wait another day? Hang in there, Maya. You're going to have to call on your inner strength now. Alright, the night of the crime. You know what, Iris? There's still one thing I don't quite get. And what might that be, Phoenix, Wright? I think it's obvious. Iris, on the night of the murder, where were you? Please, Iris, don't give me that look. You told us that you were in your room at Hazekura Temple at the time of the incident. But you were seen that night, but you were seen that same evening at the inner temple. And then you were spotted at the scene of the crime in Hazekura Temple as well. There's gotta be like 2 of hers. Being spotted at both Hazekura Temple and the inner temple, it's as if you were... Well, Iris, I think it's about time you told us the truth. Not too bad, it's only 3. I knew it. There's something going on that we don't know about. I mean, we probably need to gather more information, but I mean... We'll just see what I need for the first one. I feel like not much has changed, right? Between, like, all, like, the evidence, or the places, or whatever. Hold on. My boss is texting me. 4:30. 3:30. Okay. Yeah, I could play for like 30 more minutes. What was I saying? I already forgot. Night of the crime. I think it's time you told the truth about what you were doing on that night. You said you were in your room at Hazekura Temple the entire time. You still claim to be the truth. Yes, that's where I was. Iris, I believe you're innocent. That's why I want to believe what you're telling me too. But, simply, I think you're bullshitting me. Because this person saw you somewhere else on the night of the murder. I guess... Oh, Bikini. I was gonna do Larry Butts, but I was like, wait, hold on. His sketches, he's kind of stupid. Talking about Sister Bikini, of course. Sister Bikini? Her testimony in court today was very clear.
That night, I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple, but well, as you can see, my bag likes to ache up violently, so I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to Hazekura Temple.
Sister Bikini didn't just see you. She spoke with you. You two talked about Maya's training that night. So you see, Iris, you were at the inner temple on the night of the murder. That's very impressive, Mr. Wright. Oh, so she was. The Acolyte's actual training was due to start after 10 o'clock that night. I left the main hall early so I wouldn't be late. What time was that? Let me see. It takes about 20 minutes to walk between the main hall and the inner temple. So I would say I left at a... Did you have to ring the bell? I'm sorry, Iris, but lying just doesn't suit you. Now, you say you left the main hall at 9:40, but what you say doesn't add up with this. Do I have the bell as evidence? Oh yeah, this. Testimony. You yourself testified to the contrary, don't you remember? You said you rang the lights out at 10 o'clock that night. Plus, only moments before you rang that bell, you were seen at the main hall by the most reliable witness I have. Who's that? Me. Mr. Wright? We even wait, she doesn't remember this? We even spoke a little that evening. That's when you gave me this. Surely you haven't forgotten. No, that's right, I remember. Wait, what? Hold on. Wait, this is kind of suspicious. And that brings us to another puzzling fact, Iris. At 10... She must have a twin sister. At 10 o'clock on the night of the murder, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time. It's time you told me exactly what's going on, Iris. So far, I've managed to prove 2 things. First, on the night of the incident, you were at the inner temple. And second, at the exact same time, you were ringing the bell at Hazekura Temple. There's only one possible explanation for this apparent impossibility. You were at Inner Temple. She probably got someone else to ring the bell. Like, she probably got, like, Pearl to... Oh. She probably got Pearl to ring the bell. There's only one of you, Iris. You couldn't possibly have been in 2 places at once. That being the case, you were probably really at... Mr. Wright? Yes? What is it? That's what I wanted to ask you. What was that probably you just came out with? Well, the problem is you spoke to witnesses at both the main hall and inner temple. It's kind of hard to disprove either sighting, but that's no position for a lawyer to find himself. No, is there actually 2 of them? On the night of the incident, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time, which means there must have been 2 of you. I can't think of any other explanation, Iris. But that's crazy, how could that be? There's only one of me, it's impossible. But I mean, she'd... Impossible, I wonder. The way you're trembling certainly seems to suggest otherwise. You're seriously trying to suggest there's more than one of me. Show me the evidence. Show me that proves that there's one more than me. That's the part. That's why I didn't say that initially, because, like, I don't really have evidence of that, really. I mean, it would have to be the sketch, right? I expected you to show someone that looks exactly like me. I don't see how this is evidence, though, if it's this. But I mean, that's the only thing I have that shows her. Unless I just don't have the evidence on me. There is more than one of you. I think I just don't have it. Something that proves there's more than one Iris. The cops are still coming to place. They look pretty nervous. I'd be nervous too, it's a tough job. Especially with someone giving you an evil eye the whole time. Butter, butter, butter. How could I have done that? Wow, I can't believe it's still bothering him. Edgeworth, Hey, don't you dare run away. What do you want, Wright? What do I want? If you came here to laugh at me, then get on with it. Go on, laugh away. I was ready to hug it out with him, but he's just the same prideful Edgeworth. You went back to the criminal affairs department, right? You said you wanted to look into something concerning Iris? Yes. And thanks to what I found, I was reminded of something terrible. You guys are putting a lot of effort into the investigation of the garden here, huh? There's a high chance this place is the actual scene of the crime, that's why. You mean because of the writing in the blood and the talesman in the snow, right? Exactly. As you know, those things could have been planted here after the murder. But surely you don't suspect Maya, do you? We have to treat everyone as a suspect, Maya as well as Iris. It's our job, right? So, I guess you still haven't gotten over your fear of earthquakes. No, though thankfully my nightmares have stopped. But still, if the ground gives even the slightest tremor, I find myself short of breath. 17 years ago, when we were little school kids at the same elementary school. Alright, we don't need all this. We don't need all this. We know. What is it, like DL6 incident? Just say the word DL6. Or not. I lost everything that day all because of that earthquake. And now that case was finally resolved 2 years ago, right? You think I don't know that? I was there, but it was such a shock. I never imagined I could be so wrong about myself in my life. I'm sorry, Wright. There's nothing else I can say. Not after you chose to become a lawyer for my sake. And not after you saved me. Edgeworth, you're stronger than you think, so no more of this self-pity, okay? There was something that bothered me about her from the moment we met. I felt like I'd seen her somewhere before. No, wait. Not somewhere. But I felt like I'd seen her in court before. So you went back to the criminal affairs department to look for a file. Yes, I checked over every case file I've ever worked on. And I was right. I had seen her face before, 6 years ago. 6 years ago. It was my first appearance in court. And as cases go, it was my worst nightmare. So, who is she? I'm sorry, Wright. I can't give that information away to a member of the general public. What? Why not? It might be a crucial piece of the puzzle that solves this case. That woman I knew was the daughter of a jewelry store owner. She had nothing to do with the Iris. She had nothing to do with Iris and the Hazakura Temple. And neither did the case. No, that woman is completely unrelated to this murder. Wait, I need to reread all that. What? Yes, I can say that with complete confidence. You're wrong, Edgeworth. She's completely related to the case. I need to fill Edgeworth in. I need to find... Oh, to Dahlia, right? I need to explain the connection between Iris and Dahlia. I guess I have to present something, right? I would present... What do I present? I guess I also don't have the thing that I need to show Iris, huh? Taken in when she was a child. Oh, so she's been here. She's been here all her life. Wait, but she knew Phoenix's Wright's name. Huh. Well, I don't have anything. Gotta go somewhere else. I'm assuming nothing's different here. We probably need to talk to Bikini again. Oh, and Pearls, actually. There's no one around here all of a sudden. I'm sure it gets quiet up here when you're all on your own. Find Larry? You want me to go to Larry? Why would I go to Larry? Oh, Mr. Nick! Pearls, what are you doing here? Nothing. What about Mystic Maya? Is she alright? Well, we don't know yet. Oh, I see. Hey, what do you think you're doing, Nick? Larry? This is the loser shack, where losers get together to lose themselves. This is the what? Hey, we find comfort in each other's failures, okay? You got a problem with that? Look, Mr. Nick, Mr. Lurice did a picture of me. That's, great, Pearls. We're going to gather firewood now. We'll be cooking some half-rotten potato over a miserable little campfire. Stay out of our way. I don't believe this. Why don't he try getting fired up over becoming a better man? No one believes a word I say anymore. Listen to me, Pearl. You don't want to trust this kind of guy, okay? He'll only let you down. Oh, Mystic Maya. Larry, is there something you want to tell me about this picture? Heh, I've got nothing to say to you, Nick. My life's here now with Pearl. Two losers cooking potatoes together forevermore. What am I going to do with them? Alright then. What do you think about this picture, Pearls? I think it's really well drawn. I can't draw at all, so I think it's really amazing. See? Someone appreciates it. It's tough getting the flames to look all like that, you know. It's supposed to be Sister Iris flying through the air, isn't it? Wait. She's saying this without Larry telling her. I love it. It's like a dream, a wonderful fantasy. No, it wasn't a dream. She really flew, I'm telling you. Iris really flew that night. But Mr. Lurice... Not you too. Please don't look at me like that, Pearl. Don't look at me like I'm some kind of nutcase, I beg of you. I guess this picture really is a representation of what Larry thinks he saw. Okay, I was half asleep when I was here last night, but... I was wide awake after that lightning struck, and I saw what I saw, and it was exactly how I the picture. And it looks like I don't have any choice but to take this sketch at face value. Hey, what's with that look of doubt on your face? Pearls. Yes, Mr. Nick? I've been meaning to ask you about the night of the murder. Where were you? What were you doing exactly when it all happened? I was just, well, I'm just a kid, you know. I'm sure it doesn't really matter what I was doing, does it, Nick? Sorry, Pearls, but yes, it does. On the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Miss Deuxnim's room reading a book together, right? But Miss Deuxnim was murdered, and you, Pearls, were at the inner temple. Just what exactly happened that night, Pearls? I'm really sorry, Mr. Nick. Come on, Pearls. Don't you know I have the Magatama? You gave me this shit. I've been a bad girl. That's why I'm being punished. Punished? What are you talking about, Pearls? My spiritual power, it has disappeared. What? What do you mean your powers have disappeared, Pearls? It's all over for me. A spirit medium who can't channel spirits is like a painter who can't paint. Hey, what are you looking at me for? Pearls, did you try to channel someone's spirit right here at Hazekura Temple? Tried but failed, perhaps? Way to go, Nick. You made her cry. That was really cruel of you. Just as I thought. I'm going to have to break her psych blocks to get the truth out of her. I mean, it's probably about Misty Fae, right? I probably have enough stuff for this. Oh, a present from Maya. Oh, I thought... Just gave this to me. Alright, the night of the crime. After dinner on the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Elise Deumix's room, reading a book together, right? Yes, I was happy when she invited me, but I didn't go in the end. You didn't go. No, there was somewhere else I had to go instead. I was so worried I had to go. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was so nervous. So Pearls never went to Miss Deumix's room, because she was too worried about something or someone else. Pearls. On the night of the murder, you went to this place, didn't you? The Inner Temple. You went there, didn't you, Pearls? Looks like she's still not going to open up to me. This is where you went because you were so worried, right? Then the next question is, who or what were you worried about? Now, I'm going to take a guess, and you tell me if I'm right or wrong, okay? You mean you know? If I'm right, will you tell me the whole truth? Okay, you went to this place for one very simple reason, and that is... Maya. It's obvious you were so worried about Pearls. It was Maya, wasn't it? You knew the training Maya was undertaking was dangerous. After all, it was the special course. I signed up for your special course. Well, my. Young can be so reckless for help. Don't blame me if you become one with those channel. Ha 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 ha. Sister Bikini scared you with what she said, didn't she? And because it was you who introduced Hazekura Temple to Maya in the first place, you felt responsible, didn't you? Thinking about what could happen to Mystic Maya made me worry more and more. I couldn't sit still at all. That's why I decided to go find out how she was doing at the Inner Temple. Then we're clear now that you went to Inner Temple that night, Pearls. What's not clear is what happened after that. About what time was it when you headed over to the Inner Temple? It was probably around 9:30 when I left the main hall. I heard the real training was supposed to start at 10. I wanted to get there before it started, but there was so much snow, so I didn't get there until after 10. Okay? After 10. How'd you know it was that time? Because I heard the bell ringing for lights out. She heard the lights out bell. The Hazekura bell's pretty small though, isn't it? You must have really good hearing. I was really trying to pick up the sound of that bell, that's all. I didn't want to miss it. That would be terrible. She was trying to hear the bell. Tell me, Pearls, why were you so worried about hearing that bell? Huh? Oh, I think I know why. The reason you were worried about that bell was because of this. It would be with Deumix. Mrs. Elise, right? I don't really have that as evidence, so I guess I would just present her. I didn't mean to do that. Fuck. Is it misinput? 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 You know, Mr. Nick, I think you should take a break now. Huh? Even your hair's starting to look a bit tired. The spikes aren't looking so sharp. Oh, that's not it. What happens at 10? Oh, I guess that's when the training starts. I don't have that as evidence. Do I? Alright, well, I don't have enough for this. Because she's either worried about the meeting or reading a book with Miss Elise, or worried about that she... But yeah, the training starts at 10. But she missed out on the training. She wanted to get there early. Alright, let's load this so I get my HP back. Let's get some more evidence. So I need stuff for pearls. And I need to get something that proves that there's more than one irises. I wonder if Sister Bikini's back at the main hall yet. I haven't seen Gumshoe in a while. I bet Gumshoe is Sister Bikini's type. Bro. What is she worried about? Well, what's the damage? How's the Sacred Cavern? It looks like it survived, but we have a bigger problem now. I told Sister Bikini all about it. About the 5 locks that were stopping us from getting inside the Sacred Cavern. But who could have done that? The only person who know how to set those trick locks are those of the Kurain tradition. Of the Kurain tradition. I mean, it has to be Morgan Fay, right? She's back. We have Iris at the Sacred Cavern trying her best to open them for us right now. Actually, there's something else I've been meaning to ask with you about, Sister Bikini. Ah, yes, we were in the middle of a chat, weren't we? Yes, you were telling me how the Master of Kurain disappeared 17 years ago. I want to know why Misty Face suddenly appeared at this temple. It was about a week ago when Mystic Elise, Mystic Misty arrived. After she showed me the talisman that proved she was the Master, she said, someone is trying to destroy the Kurain tradition's main family line. Morgan Fay. I'm here to put a stop to them. Someone was trying to destroy the main family line. Yeah, that'd be Morgan. There's only one heir to the title of Master at any time, and it's usually the eldest. The child becomes a new Master of Kurain, and her daughter's the main family. All other mediums become a branch family members with no hope of controlling the clan. That's why nothing has changed throughout the history of the clan. Branch families always have, and always will, plot to erase those of the main family line. Is the power of the Master worth this much bloodshed? You believe in the technique, don't you, Mr. Wright? You know its power is real. Yes, I do. I've seen it firsthand. All the time. And this is just flashbacks. We don't need this. Okay, why is this being shown? The Kurain technique has made a huge difference to the world, you know. I mean, the ability to commune with the dead. That's true psychic power, you know. Members of the tradition have always been there, behind every important leader. Who wouldn't respect such a tremendous skill? I suppose so, but with all that power and influence, I kinda expected you to be, like, really rich by now. Are you saying we're poor, Mr. Wright? Ha ha ha, you're very direct, aren't you? People don't believe in it anymore, you see. All because of one little mistake. Yeah, the incident with Misty Fay. Oh. Hey, wait, was it Misty Fay? No, it was someone else. 17 years ago, that's when everything came crashing down. All because of that incident. Yeah, I know that incident. Is she... I kind of forgot, though. Is she talking about what I think she is? I'm sure the records still exist if you're interested. Locked up, of course. It was called the DL6 incident. Oh yeah, that's the Edgeworth thing. Yeah, DL6 incident. Yeah. The DL6 incident. I knew it. The DL6 incident. I know it well. Have me review it real quick. I handled a related case about that 2 years ago. Ah, that's right. So it was you who was the defense attorney on that case. With Edgeworth, yeah. A murder that took place 17 years ago. It was the first time in the country's history the police ever used a spirit medium. The idea was to channel the key spirit to learn the identity of the murder. The medium who performed the channeling was Misty Fay, Maya's mother. Through Mystic Misty's channeling, the name of the certain man surfaced. Yeah, but the thing is, Edgeworth's... what was it? They channeled Edgeworth's dad to be like, who killed you? The thing is, it was super dark, so he couldn't really see, so he assumed it was the bailiff, but really it was some random guy outside the elevator that they didn't even know, like, the people inside didn't even know it existed. Armed with that evidence, the investigators were spurred into action, and that man, he was found not guilty, wasn't he? That's right, he was, and the case remained a mystery. Oh, I thought he was found guilty. In other words, we failed. It was the first case that the world has ever seen the Kurain tradition openly involved in. It was all over the media, the public, the judiciary, and the people of the Korean village. Everyone judged her. Everyone said Mystic Misty's powers were a sham. And then she just disappeared, vanished, while everyone still thought of her as a fraud. But I know the truth. Misty Face spirit channeling wasn't a sham at all. Of course it wasn't. And since you managed to reveal the truth, we're finally making a comeback. The Korean tradition is starting to recover at last, but with a new master wielding the power of the clan. Does she mean Maya? The spiritual power of the Korean channeling technique is in the blood. Maya's told me the exact same thing before. We, the women of Fae Clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with the spirits flows strongly through us. According to Maya, only the women in the family can inherit that power. The main family's bloodline stems directly from Mystic Amy. But with each new generation, only one daughter becomes the new master. And the ones who don't become branch families, right? That's right. And it's always the cause of a tragedy. You know, Maya had a sister too, an older sister named Mia. Oh yes, I've heard of her. What? You know about Mia? Of course. She became a lawyer in hopes of discovering what happened to her mother, and lost her life as a result. You know what Mystic Mia is rumored to have said? She said it wasn't only because of her mother that she became a lawyer. She also didn't want to fight with her sister over the leadership of the tradition. Really? Well, she saw what happened to her own mother, Mystic Misty, as she grew up. I guess Mystic Mia got tired of seeing all the rivalry between her mom and her aunt. Yeah, Morgan Faye. That's right, Misty Faye had an elder sister too. And Misty, having superior powers, managed to usurp the master's seat from her. Mystic Misty's sister is Mystic Morgan, as you probably know, but she's in jail right now, isn't she? Morgan. There's a name I know well. It was a year ago now, at Maya's home Korean village. What she did was terrible. It was also she could make her own daughter the next master. I suppose if you know about Mystic Morgan's daughter, then you must have already realized that Iris... Wait, what's this got to do with Iris? That Iris is Mystic Morgan's daughter. Oh, really? So Pearls wouldn't be next in line, it would be Iris that'd become master. If Morgan... Wait. Huh. What? Iris is what? Is she kidding me? Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter. Did you just say Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter? Oops, I thought you already knew. It sounded like you met one of Mystic Morgan's daughters already. I have. I know her very well. Oh? Yes, Pearl Faye. But I always thought she was the only child. You jest. That child, she's Mystic Morgan's... I had no idea. Mystic Morgan... But she's in prison now, isn't she? Yeah, ever since she was found to be a co-conspirator in a murder case last year that I dealt with. It was all done to set Pearls up as the next master. I see. So I've been wrong all this time. Mystic Morgan had 3 daughters, not... Wait, 3 daughters. Hold on, 3? Is the third one Dahlia? Yes, Iris, her twin sister, and Mystic Pearl. Oh, shit! What? Twin sister? So it's another case with another twin. It all happened 20 years ago. After the clan leadership was taken from her by her sister, Mystic Morgan's life crumbled. It wasn't many years later that Corain's reputation hit an all-time low. When Mystic Morgan's husband realized his wife would never become the master, he left her and the village, taking their twin daughter with him. And that's when they adopted the name Hawthorne. How awful. He was a jeweler, you know. In the end, he remarried, and that's when it happened. He decided to give one of his girls up to look after... He decided to give one of his girls up to be looked after by us at the temple. What about the other one? Oh, the other one died. That was Iris, you see. It's unbelievable if Iris has a twin sister. Could it be... could you tell me one more thing, Sister Bikini? What was the name of Iris' sister? I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I just can't remember. All I can recall is that her father was a jeweler. Well, that's a clue, I guess. A jeweler. Thank you very much. You've helped clear up a lot of details. Pearls had 2 older sisters, huh? Yes, that's right. No doubt it was all because of Mystic Morgan's anger towards the main family. Anger? What do you mean? Her twin daughters were taken from her by her jeweler husband. But even that couldn't destroy her dream that a child of hers would one day lead the clan. That's why she had pearls. It seems that the result here was a result of Mystic Morgan's anger. It was able to break free of the bars that confine her. So, Iris has a twin sister. The plot thickens. But this information will be useless unless I can flesh it out a bit more. I need to ask more questions about some more info. Oh, shit. That's a scary-ass silhouette. Alright. Well, what time is it? I gotta go get ready. Holy shit. I guess we'll just save right here. And then we'll continue tomorrow. It's a long investigation. I mean, a lot of shit is happening. Alright. That's it for me for today. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I will continue tomorrow. Peace!